What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to be delivering emergency vehicles and we're going to get them dropped off at a secret location. But if you guys are excited to watch this video, smash the like button and subscribe because it means the world to me. And I think we should begin with the video. Whee! Skirt! This is so fun. Wait, I'm getting a phone call. Hold on. Hello? Who is this? No way, really? You have a job for me? Yeah, I'm not really doing anything right now. Okay, just give me 2 hours and consider it done. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we have another job that we have to do today. So apparently someone ended up dropping off the wrong vehicles at the wrong station. So now we have to go and pick them up and deliver them to the correct station, which is going to be the firefighter station. So let's begin by dropping off our boat. So let's carefully place it right here. And is that good? I think that's good. Let's put this in park. Engine is off, and let's see. Nice, we did an amazing job. So let me actually quickly pull this out, and my RV should be right here. Let me actually check if the road is clear, and I'm going to give you guys the game plan for today. A little bit more to the right, and there we go. Let me just actually disconnect this so we can begin. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I hope you guys did enjoy that little introduction, and before we do begin, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe, and let's begin. So today's game plan is to head over to this gas station where we're gonna pick up the trailer and the semi, and then head over to the police station, pick up the vehicles that were wrongly delivered and pick them up. And once that is done, we are going to deliver them to the firefighter station where they are supposed to be. And that is today's game plan. It's going to be pretty easy. We only have 2 hours left, so let's begin. So let's start making our way to the gas station. There we go. Engine is on. Let me make sure that the road is clear and the blinkers. Nice. There we go. And don't mind, I was kind of celebrating Labor Day a little bit early. So if you guys are watching this on Labor Day, hopefully you guys have been having a great day, because I have, especially right now, because now we got a job to do, and that means we're gonna get paid money. So we're gonna have to take a left right here. The blinkers is on and the road is clear, so we can continue going. But this is going to be a little bit of a heavy job. We're gonna have to make a left right on this road and go all the way straight up. But as you guys can see, it's such a nice clear and sunny day, enjoying that summer weather. But thankfully I do have my AC on, and it seems that we are finally here. That was actually pretty quick. So let me actually carefully pull in. Alright, cool. And let's actually park our truck right here. Let me actually back into it, but if you guys back into the parking, it does make you look much more cooler. So let's do this, and there we go. Park. Engine is off. Nice. Now all we have to do is get into a semi and start heading our way to picking up these special vehicles. Let's hop in. Engine is on, and let's start making our way over to the police station. I am gonna make a turn right behind here because I really don't want to make a U-turn right there. Do this without hitting anything, and look at that. Nice. Let's put on our blinkers. We are going to make a right on this road, and let's see. Anyone? Alright, nice. So let's safely turn. Oh, look at the stop sign. We almost hit it. Let's actually back up. There we go. Nice and safe. So apparently the guy that had done this job mistakenly ended up dropping these vehicles off to the wrong location, which is the police station. And now they want us to correct his mistake, which is fine because we're still going to get paid for the job. And I don't think it's going to be too difficult. But hopefully we're going to be able to enter the police station because the trailer is quite long. I won't lie. It is, like, I believe the longest trailer in the game. So we almost missed our turn. So let me check that the road is clear, and let's safely turn into this road, and there we go. Look at that. Am I not a good driver? Nice. So the police station is right here. So let's see, where are the vehicles? I think the vehicles are going to be back in that parking lot right here. So let me actually turn without carefully damaging property. Look at that. Oh my god, look how close this is. Looks like the stop sign is safe. And let's see, where are these vehicles? Oh, they're right here. So let me actually align myself and carefully park. Put this in park. Engine is off, and let's put on our emergency lights on. There we go. And now let's actually put down the ramp so we can get these vehicles on top of the trailer. And there we go. So it looks like we're going to be picking up an ambulance and a firefighter truck. So let's begin with the firefighter truck since it is right here. Quickly, let's see, how are we going to put this? I think I could do a U-turn right here, or I could just go around. Yeah, let me just do that because it is going to be a little bit more easier. So the road is clear. Dang, these things are slow. I won't lie, very slow. Let me turn into here. There we go. And all we have to do is put this first firefighter truck on top of the trailer. So let's see. Let me quickly align myself right here. And then let's slowly and safely. Oh, no. Oh my, holy moly, that could have been bad. I'm going to have to be more careful. So let me actually align myself. There we go. Let me actually check if the wheels are correct. That looks correct. So let me just give it gas. Come on. There we go. Brake, and look at that. Should we scooch up a little bit more? And there we go. I think that's good. Let me turn off the engine and let's hop out. I think we did a good job. Let me actually check if the wheels are correctly placed. It looks like the wheels are supposed to be where they should be. So let's actually put the second vehicle, which is going to be the ambulance car. I'm curious. I actually want to check how it looks in the back. So let me actually open this. Whoa, look at this. This is sick, man. I've never been here. Let me actually leave before I get in trouble. So let me close this. There we go. And let's hop into the ambulance truck. Engine is on. There we go. And let's safely repeat the whole process again so we can get this vehicle on top of the trailer. So let me make sure that the road is clear. All right, nice. So let's safely turn. There we go. Let me turn off my lights. And then let me actually pull in right here. Oops. Let me actually back up a little bit. I almost ended up going into the grass. And now this is going to be the nerve-wracking part. So let me align myself. There we go. Get a little bit closer and park. Oh, look at that. How close we are. Let me turn off the engine and let's check this out. Look how close that is. Dude, I did an insane good job. Look at that. Look how close that is. So let me actually pull up the ramps. And ramps have been successfully put back. So let's hop back into the semi and let's get these things delivered where they're supposed to be. Engine is on. Oh no, this is going to be really difficult. My hands are sweaty. Okay, nice. I might be a little bit over dramatic. Here, let me actually make sure that the road is clear and carefully turn into here. Oh no, another hard part. Come on, you can do it. Don't hit the stop sign. We did it. I think I deserve a medal. A golden medal that says world's best semiconductor. Oh, I almost passed the stop sign. So the road is clear, so let's continue going straight. But so far, this has been an interesting job to say the least. And now the firefighter station should be right there. Do you guys see it? It should be right there. So let's quickly pull into the neighborhood. Nice little neighborhood, actually. I should buy a house around here. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. So let me actually park right here. Emergency lights on, park, and then the engine off. All right, nice. So now let's safely deliver these vehicles. But before we do, we need to put the ramps down. There we go. Let's open this one. And then let's open this one. Alright, so let's begin with the ambulance. Engine is on. And let's carefully back up slowly. There we go. Now let's back into this one. Gotta be careful with this. And let's park. Engine is off. And look at that. First one successfully delivered. And now we just need the last one, which is going to be the firefighter truck. Engine is on. So let's carefully do this. There we go. Successfully unloaded. And let's park it right here. Engine is off. Look at that. So before we leave, let's actually close the garage. There we go. There's one of them. And then let's close this one. There we go. All we have to do is leave this semi back where we got it from. And then we can go back to the RV. Engine is on. And let's go. The semi has also been successfully brought back. Finally, we are finally back at the RV. We are now back home, and with that conclusion, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next video. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another American Plains Buddy. As you guys can see today, we are at the brand new truck stop. Well, I guess the semi brand new truck stop, since they did add this last month. But anyways, we're gonna be delivering a brand new fleet of EMS vehicles to the hospital. So enough of the yap, let's get straight into it because we have a lot, like seriously a lot of things to do today. So smash that like button and subscribe if you guys do enjoy, and let's begin. So I just put some diesel in my semi right now. It is all completely filled up. The first thing we are going to be doing is turning this bad boy on and turning those beacons on because we are going to be carrying a huge load today. But before, actually, you know what, we could just turn them off. We'll turn them on right after we pick up the trailer, since we are going to be picking up a trailer at the trailer store. So let's make our way over there so we can grab this trailer and throw on this entire fleet of EMS vehicles and deliver them to the hospital. So we have quite the day today. They actually want these vehicles delivered before the afternoon, so we don't have that many hours. Let's go through the back of the car wash so we can arrive to the front of it's right here, APM trailer store. I think they renamed it. I think it was just called trailer store. Anyways, we are right here, which which means we can grab the trailer. Let me just quickly back this thing up carefully so we can get it connected to the hitch right there. Oh, there we go. Let's make sure that everything is nice, safe, and secure, which it looks like everything is, which means we can get out of here and start making our way towards the secret warehouse where all of these EMS vehicles are. So let's get back in. Let me turn this thing on, and I am gonna turn on those beacons. So the secret warehouse is gonna be located right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see this red building. That is gonna be the spot that we are gonna be heading towards. I wonder how many EMS vehicles we're gonna be picking up today. I wonder if it's a lot. I mean, if it's a lot, then that's fine, because the more vehicles I get to deliver, the more money I do get paid. So I mean, it works in my favor. By the way, let me know what you guys think about my brand new semi. Isn't this a cool semi? Anyways, we have a dirt road that we gotta turn into, and the warehouse should be somewhere around here. Let me make sure I don't miss it. Oh, I think it's gonna be that one right there. No way. So in order for me to back this thing up, I quickly want to check and make sure this is the correct building so we can back up that gigantic semi with the trailer. So let me quickly open the door, and we're gonna go and see if there's any. Oh my goodness, this is a lot of vehicles. No way we are gonna be delivering all of this. So it looks like there's like 3 mid-sized SUVs and 3 of the big and gigantic SUVs. Oh my goodness. So I guess we do have to open up the door. Let me close this one since we don't need it anymore. All right, so let me hop into the semi, and we're gonna get this thing back up. All right, let me turn this thing around, and we should now have the ability to slowly back this thing up. Careful. Don't worry, you guys, I am a professional, and we're almost done. I think that is gonna be the perfect spot to throw this thing into park, turn off the engine, and I think we should begin with the first vehicle. So I think the first vehicle we should put is we should put an SUV. Yes, we should put one of the full-size SUVs. Let me just throw down the ramps so we can load on the vehicles. So let me squeeze through here, and I'm gonna hop in. Let's see how this thing works. Oh, ooh, this is a really nice interior. All right, so we got this thing working. We're gonna get it loaded on top of the trailer just like so. Let me carefully, oh, hold on, this is kind of steep a little bit more, and that is gonna be perfect right there. So let's throw this thing in park, turn off the engine. Kind of want to turn on the lights. I think that's pretty sick, you guys. Nice, that is amazing. So we got the lights on. We should begin with the second vehicle that is going to go right there. I think we should put an SUV, one of the small SUVs, the mid-size SUVs, because if we try to put one of the full long SUVs, I don't think it's gonna be able to fit. So you know what, yeah, I think that is gonna be the right move to get into this mid-size SUV and throw this EMS vehicle on top of this section right here. Oh, hold on, not too close. Oh, hold on, I'm a little bit crooked. Let me fix myself. That is embarrassing. So let's do that. We are so close to touching the bumper of the SUV. Look at that. Oh my goodness. But when we do raise the ramp to the top, it should be able to clear. Look at that. Yo, look at the space between these two vehicles. Dude, I'm the GOAT, am I not? All right, before we do go and grab the last 2 vehicles, let me just raise the bottom of this. Let me do that, and then this should come straight up nice. All right, so I think an SUV, a mid-sized SUV, should be able to fit there. So let me hop in. Let me turn on those lights. Wait, did I turn on the lights of the other vehicle? I don't think I did it. No, they look like they are off, so I might have to quickly hop in. Hopefully it does not go wrong, which it probably will. Honestly, you know what, I'm not gonna risk it, biscuit. I'm just gonna quickly lower this. There we go, and I'm gonna quickly hop in so we can turn on the lights. All right, turn on, and there we go. That should be good. Now we're gonna throw this thing back up. You can go back in the air. Oh my goodness, dude, that is so close. Oh my goodness, it's almost touching. Dude, I cannot believe that. That is so close. All right, so let me throw this SUV right down here. Oh, careful. Nice. I think that is gonna be the perfect spot. So let me hop out, and boom, we have our, what is this, 1 2 3 third vehicle. I think we can fit like one more. I think, I don't know, which I am gonna place this one. I don't know if this one is gonna fit, but I am gonna throw this one. So let me turn on those amber lights. You guys know the drill. Let me carefully go onto the ramps. Careful, and oh, not too close. Turn it off. There we go, and boom, we have this thing fully loaded with an entire fleet of EMS vehicles. But we are not done, because we still have one more, which honestly I think we are gonna just drive it over there since we don't have any more space on the trailer. So let's make our way towards the hospital and get this first EMS vehicle delivered, since I don't think I'm gonna be able to do 2 trips with that trailer and semi, because it is a lot to be carrying. But I am gonna turn on the amber lights. There we go, and I'm gonna turn on the hazards. Look at that, dude, this car looks so nice. I think I did a really nice job, because if you guys didn't know, I actually made them. But anyways, we are here at the APM medical. So let me quickly park this thing at the front right here. Let me carefully back this thing up, and I'm gonna park it right here. There we go. We're gonna leave the first vehicle right here, and I just realized I don't have a car. I guess I have to call Uber. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, everyone. Uber has dropped me off successfully, and we are back so we can grab all of these EMS vehicles and get them delivered. Let me just quickly close up this warehouse door and throw up the ramps just like so. And let's see how we are doing on time. And dude, we have like an hour left. Holy moly. All right, let's get out of here. So let me make sure all of the straps are onto our vehicles. All right, everything looks like it's ready to be taken to the hospital. So let me quickly hop into my favorite and brand new semi. Let's get this thing turned on, and we have quite the vehicles loaded onto this trailer. And oh my goodness, that thing is shaking. That is not good. Let me actually bring this trailer a little bit forward. I'm not sure if this is working. Oh, there you go. Now it's working. Bring it a little bit forward, and hopefully that helps it from shaking so much. But we do have the main road right here, which means we are going to be making a nice right turn. Oh my goodness, we might take the stop sign. All right, the stop sign is safe for today, and we are now making our way towards the hospital so we can finish this job and deliver all of these EMS vehicles. Bro, this is probably a long and overdue delivery that the EMS has needed, because they've been using some old and wrinkly rust buckets. So this is definitely going to be an upgrade. But let's make a right turn into this main road, and we are going to back up into the hospital right here. Look at that, the APM medical. So let's quickly turn this thing around, and we are going to start backing this thing up. So I don't know how I'm going to be able to do this. Turn this thing around slowly but surely. I feel like I'm a little bit too much on the grass. I'm going to have to fix that. Hold on. Oh my goodness, this is so weird. I got to throw this a little bit back. Alrighty, everyone, we are pretty much finished backing this thing up. I just got to throw down the ramps. There we go. So we can start unloading all of these EMS vehicles. So I think we're going to begin with the big SUV. So let me hop in. We're going to quickly roll this thing in, and hold on. There we go. We are off. We're going to park this one towards the end of the parking lot. Let me carefully park this thing right here. There we go. That thing has been fully delivered. How many vehicles do we need? Okay, we need 1, 2, 3, 4 more vehicles to go. So let's continue with the SUV right here. We're going to quickly back this thing up. Let me turn around. Oh, kind of bumpy, but this one should be parked. You know what? Let me park it right here. I'm going to leave a space between, because I'm going to park the other SUV that looks like this one right next to it. So I'm going to park this one right here. Turn it off. All right, we are down to our last 2 vehicles. So I'm going to drop the ramp. So which one do I click on? This one? Oh, there you go. That is going to be the correct button. So let me hop in. We're going to carefully unload this one as well. And oh my goodness, I almost ended up hitting this SUV. Yo, that was a little bit too close. A little bit too close for comfort. So we're going to park this one right here. That is going to be perfect. So let me park it, engine off, and let's do the last one, which is going to be this one right here. Wait a minute. Why is this thing down? Can't I lift this thing? Oh my goodness. This is where I could have put that SUV on. Oh, dude, I am the clumsiest YouTuber ever. Anyways, at least we got all of these delivered. So let me get into the SUV, and I did not I swear on my mama, I did not realize that I could lift that part of the ramp. But we're gonna get this one parked up right here. Let me carefully back this thing. Oh, careful. And that is gonna be perfect. Actually, you know what? I could back up a little bit. So let me do that. Let me back up a little bit. There we go. We got all of the vehicles delivered. And you know what? Let me also park this SUV right next to that one right there. Let me just throw up the ramps so we can pull this thing forward. So let me turn this thing on, and let me park it right next to the rest of the fleet. Dude, this is quite a lineup. This is insane. I've never seen a lineup like this insane. That's why you guys subscribe to the best YouTuber, which is me, by the way. Look at that. That is crazy. By the way, what is inside of here? I've never been inside of the APM hospital. Let's get a quick tour, and look at that, dude. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. It looks pretty empty. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at the view. This is sick. And by the way, this sofa looks a little bit weird. It looks like it's made out of fudge, but it looks like this is the behind the desk. Pretty nice. What else? Oh, is this an office? You know what? I'm gonna be in charge now. Since no one's gonna be here, I'm the boss. Ooh, what is this? Oh, I do not want to be sitting like this. Hey, yo. This seems to be the break room where people eat their hamburgers and chips. And talking about food, I'm kind of hungry. You know what? When we go back and deliver and return that semi with the trailer, we are gonna go and grab some burgers. But let's quickly finish our tour. There's really nothing crazy except that they just have a lot of really good views. I'm kind of jealous. But anyways, let's get out of here. We are gonna return to the truck stop so we can return all of this, and then we can make our way back home. So let me hop into my favorite semi, turn this thing on, and let's get out of here. And honestly, you guys, I think I am gonna get a burger. I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten anything today. But honestly, you guys, this this has been a pretty fun job because I enjoy loading a bunch of vehicles on top of this trailer right here. But anyways, let's pull into the truck stop. There we go. And wait, can we take this through the drive-thru? Hold on, I have an idea. Let me quickly turn this thing in. Can I get a burger? No, this is not a good idea. We are probably gonna get banned for life if we do that. So let's get this thing parked up and we'll just walk inside. Ooh, there's some nice parking spots back here. Let me turn this thing around so we can get this thing parked up. So I'm gonna try to carefully do this within one try. If I cannot do this in the first try, then I am the worst driver in APM. And I think I did a good job, you guys. Let me know if I did a good job. Let's hop out. Let's give this a nice check. And dude, on the line, I think that just confirms that I am the best APM player. But anyways, let's go inside and get our burgers. Let's open those doors and I'm here for my burger.
Hands in the air.
Alright, let's grab I'm gonna grab this one. Ooh, look at this. We got our burger. Dude, I'm so happy. After a long day of delivering EMS vehicles, we managed to do it before the sun sets. I think that was a successful day, and if you guys did enjoy as well, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it does mean a lot to me. And I'll catch you guys on to the next APM video. Bye bye. What's up everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be transporting the brand new army ATVs in APM. If you guys haven't seen them, then we're gonna go pick them up today because today's task is to actually pick some of them up at a secret warehouse and then take them to the police station. So I hope you guys are excited for this video, and as always, make sure you guys do like and subscribe. It means so much to me. And let's begin. So we're gonna begin by heading over and picking up the brand new trailer. There's also a brand new trailer in the game that I haven't showed you guys, which we're also gonna go check out, and then we're gonna be able to go to the secret warehouse to pick up these army ATVs, and then lastly drop them off at the police station. So enough of the yap, let's hop into our truck. There we go, and let's start making our way over to the implement store so we can actually pick up this brand new trailer. If you guys haven't seen it, it is pretty sick. It's got so many brand new features. It has like lights on the bed, and the way you put the cars on the trailer is super sick because you can actually lower it or raise it. So let me make a turn right here, just like so, and I believe we're gonna make another right turn right here. So let me pull in right here. But I actually ended up getting this message from the police station yesterday night asking me if I could do this today. So I was like, yeah, I am free to do this, but they did give me a time limit. I have to be finished by the afternoon, so we don't have too much time. As you guys can see, we are now at the implement store. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be this trailer right here. Yeah, this is the brand new trailer. It is pretty sick and pretty long, I'm not gonna lie. But I think one of my favorite features is that if you look right here, it has lights. That's pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie, bro. All right, let me turn them off and let me get this thing connected to my truck so we can head over to the secret warehouse so we can pick up these army ATVs. There we go, we are now connected, which means we can start making our way over there. Let me carefully make a turn right here, make sure I don't take the stop sign. All right, cool. And I hope you guys have been having a fantastic weekend because Thanksgiving is almost here, so I'm very excited to eat some turkey or ham. I actually don't know what I'm gonna eat, but I'm excited nonetheless. I hope you guys are as well. So let's continue driving and then make a left on this dirt road right here. So let me slow down and let's carefully pull into here. Nice. All right, cool. And the garage should be around right here. Hold on, let me slow down and let's pull it into here. Now let's see, I have to turn around so I can load up all the ATVs on the trailer. So I think I'm gonna try to do like a little U-turn right here. I don't know if that's going to be possible. I want to make sure I don't hit the garage. Okay, cool. I didn't hit it yet. All right, there we go. Let me just back up. I'm gonna turn on my emergency lights just so everyone can know that we are going to be parked here for a good minute. I think that should be fine. Let me just put it in park and turn off the engine because we're gonna be here for a while. We have to load up like 3 ATVs or something like that. So let's see. Let's open up the garage and ooh, these are the brand new army ATVs. These look pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, I might have to take one on a joyride. All right, let's give this a little test. I actually want to see how this thing runs. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna lie, this thing has some kick to it. It's got a lot of power. Hold on, can this thing go in the water? Let's test this out. I don't think it can. Yeah, I don't think it can go in the water. Oh my goodness. Hold on, let's try this again. Maybe we need some speed. Okay, there we go. I think that's how you're supposed to get in the water. You're supposed to get a lot of speed. And now we're in the bushes. Oh my goodness. This thing is super confusing to drive. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Alright, so this is going to be the first ATV that we are going to be throwing on the trailer. So I think we have to lower this thing. And where do I lower this thing from? I think it's going to be from here. Oh, it is from here. Hold on. Let's lower this thing. Oh, look at that. Yo, that is sick. This is a really nice long bed. I really like it so much that it might even be my favorite one. But yeah, let's hurry up. The sun is starting to go down and we got to get this thing loaded up on the trailer. So let me carefully get these on the trailer just like so. And I think I'm gonna park this one right, hold on, let me get a little bit closer, right there. I think that should be good right there. Awesome, that is perfect. Let's continue with the second ATV. So let me hop into this ATV right here. Let's get this thing loaded onto the trailer, and then we're gonna need one more. And once we're finished with that, we're gonna be able to finally take this to the police station. So let me get carefully lined up just like so, and let me get this thing parked right behind our second ATV. I think that should be good right there. Oh, actually, you know what? I still have a lot of space. Let me get it a little bit closer, and that should be good right there. Awesome. Let me hop off, and look at that. We've got two army ATVs loaded up on the back of the trailer. As you guys can see, both of them seem to be safe and secure attached to the trailer. So let's continue with loading up the third ATV, and we should be pretty much finished with this job right here. So let me turn this thing on, and let me wait, how do I turn this? Oh wait, what? Yeah, I keep getting confused. When you turn left, it goes right. So let me align this thing. Uh-oh, wait, am I gonna have enough space? All right, hold on, I think I can get a little bit closer. Oh, oh my goodness, I almost ended up hitting it. Alright, let me back up a little bit, and I think that should be good. The third ATV is now loaded on the trailer. Oh, look at this. It's so realistic how it like curves and stuff. That's pretty sick. So let's raise the ramps, and bang, we got 3 of the trailers loaded up on here, and we even have space. I think we can even load up another one, but we're not gonna try that. We're gonna be safe today. So let me hop right in my truck. Let me turn off my emergency lights on, and I think now it's time to head over to the police station and drop them off so we can get paid and be done with this job. But thankfully it is not far away. It is like what, 2 minutes away. So oh my god, I passed the stop sign. Hold on, I gotta be careful. Alright, now I can check and make sure the road is clear, and let's make our turn right here. Nice, kind of a little bit too much of a wide turn, I'm not gonna lie. This thing is quite heavy. It probably weighs over what, 10,000 pounds. It's like carrying like 3 cars. But as you guys can see, we have the police station right here. I think I'm going to pull into the second entrance, and then we'll figure out how to drop them off. So let me pull into here just like so, and I believe we're gonna drop off the army ATVs right over here. If not, then I'm just gonna ask someone inside and see where we can drop them off. Hello, anyone here? I don't think anyone's here. Yeah, oh, this is the bathroom, never mind. APM sheriff's office. I don't know if everyone is currently on lunch break, or where is everyone? Yeah, where is everyone? Well, I'm just gonna send them a message and tell them that I dropped them off at the back of the station so they can know where to grab the ATVs. So for now, we're gonna hop right back in the truck. The turn is very sharp right here. I might even have to go a little bit on the grass, but I gotta be very careful I don't hit anything. Look at that, I'm doing it. Oh my goodness, my tires went a little bit on the grass, but that is completely fine. I am the GOAT. Alright, so let me actually, hold on, let me turn off the car. There we go, and let's get this thing lowered. Alrighty, we got the ramps lowered down. All we have to do is unload oh, what the heck? Is unload all of these and get them parked right behind here. We're gonna drop the first ATV right here, so let me carefully park this. I want to make sure I am straight and not all over the place. Alright, there we go. I think this is where I'm gonna drop off the first ATV. We're gonna leave it parked right here. I think it looks pretty good. And we're gonna continue with the second army ATV, and hopefully this one doesn't flip around or glitch. So let's see. Oh, it kind of glitched. That is fine. It kind of helps us lower the ATV. So we're going to park right next to where we parked the first one. So let me turn around. Oh, there we go. We got the second ATV parked. And let's finish off by parking the last ATV. So, oh, you guys know the drill. We're going to repeat the process and park it next to this one. So, and I think that should be perfect right there. Awesome. We got 1, 2, and 3 ATVs successfully delivered at the police station. All we have to do is return the trailer where we got it from, time because this is actually not mine. I'm borrowing it, and we're gonna be able to return home. So let me raise up the ramps just like so. All right, nice. And let me hop right back in my truck. And the implement store should be right up ahead, so this should be pretty easy. We just gotta pull in and park it right next to the other trailer that it was originally parked to. So let me carefully back up into the parking spot. Dude, I am seriously the GOAT. We got the trailer parked in one go. Look at that. Let me just disconnect it from my truck. There we go. And we can start making our way back home. But anyways, we are now home. I'm probably gonna crack a cold one, you guys, and I'm gonna enjoy the time off. And if you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys do like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next APM video. Peace. We are carrying a huge load. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we are currently working at a job site, and I just got a job from my manager, and he told me that we need some construction equipment. So of course, before I continue to yap, make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin. So today's task is to head over to the gas station, which is right here, pick up the trailer, and then head over, pick up one piece of equipment, and then the second piece of equipment, which is going to be, I believe, right here. We don't have too much time. Let's start making our way over there because we have a lot of work to do today. So let's hop into the semi, let's turn on the beacons just like so, and let's start making our way over to the gas station. But like I said, we're constructing a new building. I hope you guys are really excited for that. Let me make a right on here, and then we are going to be making a left turn on this road. So the road seems to be clear, so let's do that right now. And now the gas station should be right up ahead, but as you can see, it is another beautiful and bright morning. Alright, it looks like we have arrived at the gas station, so let me turn on my blinkers to make sure that everyone knows that I am going to make a left right here. And as you guys can see, the trailer is right here, so let me just quickly connect it to the semi. So yeah, let me back up a little bit. There we go. We are now connected. We can now leave the plaza and start heading over to pick up our first piece of equipment, which is going to be right here near the bridge. Oh, I almost ended up making a whole explosion. Let's start turning right here. Make sure we don't take the stop sign. Alright, nice. And I think we are going to be taking this dirt road. Let me actually check my map. And no, it's going to be the next dirt road. So let's continue going. Alright, I'm going to start slowing down because this is the road that we are going to be turning. So, alright, let's make a wide turn. I might have to off-road a little bit, but that is fine. As long as we don't take the stop sign, we are in the clear. So let's continue going and be on the lookout because we need to find a piece of a construction equipment. Oh wait, is that it? I think this is one of them. Alright, nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is drive a little bit forward and park right here. I'm going to turn off the engine. And by the way, I hope you guys like the outfit. We've got our vest and our work pants. So let's throw in the ramps before we throw in this piece of equipment. And look at this thing. This thing is massive. Oh my goodness. Let me hop right on the wheel and then into the vehicle. All right, let's turn this big boy. Yeah, this thing is insane. And I'm hoping that we don't have too many issues because we're going to be loading this rig at an angle. So let me make sure my wheels are good and... perfect. All right, before I continue to park this, let me just make sure that my wheels are good. But as you can see, the left wheel seems to be a little bit too much on the side, so I'm gonna try to fix that. And let's see. All right, perfect. We are done loading the first piece of equipment, and we need one more. And the second location for this piece of equipment is going to be down here. So I'm gonna throw up the ramps and let's start making our way over there. The ramps are up, and let's get back in the semi. I'm trying to think how I'm gonna turn because I cannot be doing a U-turn. This is yeah, I do not have enough space. So my plan is to make a left and then make another left and finally shoot all the way down. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me make sure the road is clear, and let's carefully make this huge turn. All right, not bad, not bad. Could have been a little bit better, but you know, we were able to turn regardless. All right, let's start slowing down because we need to make another turn right here. Nice. There we go. And now all we have to do is drive all the way down. Alright, we have a stop sign right here and the road is clear, which means we can cross. By the way, I hope you guys have been enjoying the content. I've been pumping out a lot of videos for you guys since a lot of you guys have been supporting the channel, which means so much to me. So shout out to every single one of you. And oh my god, the piece of equipment. I can't slow down. Oh no, this could have been bad. Alright, let me start backing up. I'm gonna try to get a little bit closer to the side of the road. This looks pretty good. I'm gonna put the semi in park and let me turn on the engine. Let's throw down the ramps. Boom. So we got the second piece of equipment right here. Kind of strange that it's on this guy's property, but I think we have permission to use it, so we're gonna take it. All right, I was able to turn this on, so let's carefully try to get this on the back of the semi. I'm gonna turn right here. Let me back up, and then let's get this thing loaded. And I gotta make sure the wheels are carefully aligned. Careful now. There you go. Keep going. Nice. I think this is a pretty good spot to park it. I could get a little bit closer, but you know, I'm good enough. I don't want to risk hitting this vehicle, so I'm going to turn off the engine. I'm going to hop out and yeah, let's pull up the ramps. Look at this. We are carrying a huge load. This is not going to be easy. And I just noticed, is this hitting the back of my semi? Oops. Let me hop right back in my semi. All right, let me turn on the switch. There we go. And let's start making our way to the job site. Of course, we're going to be turning right here. We have to do this very carefully because we are carrying a lot of weight right now. Oh, yeah, this is kind of sketchy. This is very sketchy, actually. I'm going to be driving a little bit slow since it is going to take more braking power to be stopping all of this. So let's start slowing down. I believe we're going to make a left turn right here. So let's carefully do so. Look at that. I am a professional. Oh, look at the cows. There's also cows in the farm. That's pretty cool. And up ahead, we should be able to see the construction site. I think it's going to be the next turn. Yeah, it's going to be the next turn. It's going to be right here. So let me start making myself a little bit wider so we can carefully turn into this road. Come on. Oh, yeah, this is a little bit difficult. All right, nice. We have one more turn right here. Let's carefully do so. Oh, this is kind of scary. I'm going to keep turning until we have enough space to unload the vehicles. I think I'm going to do it right here. I think this is good. So I'm going to throw this in park, turn off the engine because you guys know that gas is not cheap. So let's throw down the ramps and let's begin with this vehicle. Actually, you know what? I don't think I have enough space because this is not much space. So I think I'm going to inch a little bit more forward just to be safe. There we go. I'm going to risk it. Uh-oh, look at the ramps. Yeah, I'm a little bit insane. I'm gonna carefully see. Okay, not bad. You see, you guys, it was not that bad. Alright, so I am going to go around and get this thing next to the pile of gravel. Let me back up a little bit. I'm gonna park it right here. I've never seen a machine like this. It's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. For the next task, we gotta throw on the big machine. I actually don't know what it is called, so if you guys know, make sure you guys leave it in the comments. Alright, let's get on the wheel. Alright, let's turn it on and let's carefully get this thing off. Alright, everything good? Nice. Wasn't that bad. It was kind of like cutting butter. Super smooth. So I actually don't know where I'm going to leave this. Park it between the sand and the rocks, which I think I am going to do. So let me actually fix myself. There we go. I threw it in park, turned off the engine, and look at that. Not bad, not bad. Finally, we can throw up the ramps. There we go. And we can take the semi back to the gas station. So let's quickly do that and then come back and get to work. Alright, we turn this bad boy on. Let's start making our way over there, and there's gonna be a tight turn. Alright, the gas station is right here, so let's start slowing down and let's start slowly pulling in. Nice, just like so. And I'm going to leave the semi parked right here. I just got to make sure that I am not all crooked because the other truck drivers do not like when I leave the semi all crooked. Oh, before I do leave, let me actually turn off the beacon on this thing. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to call one of the guys to pick me up and I'll meet you guys back at the site. Alright everyone, I just got dropped off back at the site. My manager just told me to start heading over to the tool store because we currently need some shovels, so let's quickly go do that. All right, let's make a turn right here and let's pull in to the little plaza. Well, I don't think this is a plaza, it's more so like a little center. I don't know. Anyways, let me open the doors and shovel. Oh, right here, shovels are right here. Let me grab this one. Nice, we got the shovel. Let me close the door and let's start making our way back at the site. All right, we are back at the job site. Put this in park, turn off the engine. So let's start working. Ugh, my back is killing me. You know what? I'm gonna try using one of the big pieces of equipment that we have over here. So let me hop right in and let's see if this works. I think I'm done for today. I'm gonna go clock out. Alright, so I'm gonna leave it parked right here. Throw this in park, turn off the car and engine. I'm gonna start heading back home. Home sweet home. Alright you guys, we are finally back. We're pretty much done for today. Woo! I'm gonna go crack a cold one. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next APM video. What's up everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be playing Southern Mudding Off-Roading, and today's job is going to be something special because we are going to be picking up 3 of the most expensive cars in this game. Hold on, let me close my doors. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin. Enough of the yap, let me actually get in and let's start making our way over to the track because this is where we actually have to pick up 3 of these sports cars, and then once we pick them up we gotta deliver them back to the dealership. But I think I have to make a turn right here. No, it looks like I can keep going straight, but pretty much we have to pick up a Mustang, a Dodge, and then I believe a Corvette. It's actually going to be a Camaro, but I don't know where the track is. I kind of lost it. Where is the track? Oh wait a minute, I think it's down there. Oh, I'm losing losing control. Oops, that could have been bad. What is that guy doing? What the heck? Anyways, let's make a left turn right here, just like so. And then let's make a right turn. Ooh, this is very tight. And then let's make one more turn onto the left, just like so. Perfect. Dude, I am super good at this. And then we have the track right here. So let me pull into the track. Oh, kind of lost control right there again. This is very heavy, I'm not gonna lie. And the crazy part is that I don't have any cars on top of this yet. But anyways, let's get this thing parked right down to the side of this road, just like so. I'm gonna put this thing in park. I'm gonna turn off the engine, and then we're gonna start off with this Dodge right here. Look at this Dodge. This Dodge looks amazing. I really love this color. So let me hop in. Oh my goodness, and it sounds super good. Oh, you can hear the whine. Can you hear the whine? Hold on, let me put this in park so you can hear the whine. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. All right, let me carefully. All right, we're gonna try to get this thing on the first try. Oh, tires are kind of slipping. All right, I'm gonna place it right here. Yeah, we're gonna place it right there. And then let me turn off the engine. Oof. It sounds so good. And look at that. We've got our first car loaded up on the ramps, or on this whatever trailer thing it is. Let's move on with this second car. This one seems to be like a Z01 Camaro. Oh my goodness. This is kind of like a dream car. Should I trade this in with my my Corvette? Oh my dude, it looks so mean. Let me get this thing turned on. And this one, dude, all of these sound super good. All right. Oh, this one has a supercharger as well. Oh my goodness. These cars are all complete beasts, but we're gonna get this one on top of the trailer. Let me just get some speed because there we go. And then I think I'm gonna park right here. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. I'm gonna turn off the engine just like so. And look at that, we've got our second car loaded up on the ramps, or on this trailer. I keep getting confused, whatever this thing is. So we've got the Dodge, the Camaro, and we just need one more car that is right down here. And I believe this car is like a Shelby Mustang. I could be wrong. If you guys know which one this one is, let me know in the comments. But let me get into the Shelby. Oh my goodness, this sounds crazy. All right, now let's get this one loaded up on the ramps. I really love the design on this one because it's got this blue color with the nice stripes. Oh my goodness. All right, let's get this one loaded. Hold up, I think I need more power. And come on, third time is the charm. There we go. Wait, hold on, that didn't work. Never mind. I think I spoke too soon. Oh, I think that's it. Hold on, that worked. And I think we are now done. Let me turn off the engine. Oops. And take a look at that. We've got our three cars loaded up on the back of the trailer. We've got our Mustang, the Camaro, and the Dodge. What a lineup. Now, all we have to do is start making our way over to the dealership so we can get these things delivered. And we can also get paid, of course. But I think I'm going to have to turn right down here. And then we might have to do this little track thing. But I don't see much of a difference in terms of the weight of this trailer. I mean, it's still heavy regardless, but honestly I thought it was going to be much heavier. But let me turn right here, and I believe the dealership should be right down to the left side. I think we're going to have to deliver them to the back of the dealership, so I'm going to turn right here. Come on, don't take the stop sign. Okay, cool. We didn't take the stop sign. And then let's see, where should we park them? Actually, I don't know. I think I'm just going to park them right here. All right, so let me get out. It is very dark. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to turn on the lights, and for some reason my headlights are not working. I'm trying to turn them on. I even tried to press it right here. Oh, never mind, that's the wrong button. As you guys can see, this thing is not working. Hopefully I did not break it, but I'm gonna leave the first Mustang right here, and then let's hop into the second car. Come on, there we go. And the lights on this one do not work as well. Oh my goodness, I cannot see anything. It is super dark. But I'm gonna leave this one parked right here behind the Mustang, and now I'm gonna get it into the Dodge, and we're gonna park this one right behind the other two. Let me see. Oh nope, the lights don't work on this one as well. I think this game is glitched. But anyways, we're gonna leave our three cars right here, and look at that, we managed to deliver and pick up the most expensive cars in this game and successfully deliver. Now all we have to do is get back in the truck and return this where we got it from. But before I do return this truck, I'm gonna fill it up with some gas. So let me quickly do this. Let me refill it with some gas, and there we go. Let me get back in, and then we can now head over to the trailer store so we can return this. I'm gonna turn right here. Oh my goodness, that guy got in my way. way. I had to honk at him. But we have the trailer store right here. Let me pull in. There seems to be quite the cars here, and it looks like no one's headlights are working, so I think the game is broken. But I'm gonna leave the trailer parked right down here, and finally it stopped raining. So by the way, if the developer is watching this, please fix your headlights. They are not working. But I'm gonna disconnect this just like so, and let's go pick up my truck. And my truck should be in the shop because I did get an oil change, so I had to leave it in the meantime while we did that job. So let me actually open this up, and before we actually go inside, I think I'm just gonna park it right down this parking lot. So I'm gonna get it parked right here just like so, and let's pick up our 6x6 because this is actually the truck that got maintenance. And look at that, I think it is now finished. So let me get in, let's get a little cold start. Oh my goodness, this thing looks so cool. Just take a listen to this. Oh my goodness. All right, let me close that and let's start making our way back home. But so far, what do you guys think about the mission we did today? Is it a W or an L? Oh, wait a minute. Is this the police station? No, hold on. Before we actually go home, I need to show you guys a secret in Southern Mudding. If you didn't know, you can actually buy guns or at least get them at the police station. So let me actually park up right here. I think this should be good right here. And if you actually come to the police station right here, go inside and then go into this room, you're gonna see that you can get a shield, a rifle, pistol, a police baton, and even a speed gun. So I think this one actually works. So we're gonna test this, and let's go back outside. Let me open this. So let's see, is anyone driving? I don't see anyone driving so far, but I'll show you guys the little pistol. You can pretty much just shoot it like that. Pretty cool. I didn't know about this, I think, until like last update. But let's actually test out the speed gun. Who should we test it with? No one is really driving right now. Let's see. Oh, I think they're driving. Oh, I don't think this speed gun works. Yeah, I don't think this speed gun actually works. Okay. Oh wait, it does. 27, 38. You just gotta left click on it. Okay, look, left click, 12 miles per hour, 13. Okay, this is pretty sick. But anyways, like how I was saying, let's actually start making our way back home, and let me drift right here. Oh yeah, 45. I cannot believe the speed limit is 45. I'm kind of going 69. Get it? 69? Funny number? Never mind. Anyways, our house should be right down here. I'm gonna make a left turn on this road. And let me back into my driveway, because I'm not sure if you guys remember, but if you guys back into your driveway, you actually gain aura points. So I think that should be good right there. And I don't know where my Corvette is, so let me actually spawn my Corvette. So the Corvette is right here. Let me get this thing started, and let's get it parked right next to the 6x6, because I think we need to flex a little bit. So I'm gonna park it right here, and look at that. What a successful day. We not only did we manage to get an oil change on our 6x6, but we also managed to pick up the most expensive cars in this game and deliver them successfully. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next Southern Mudding off-roading video. What everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we're gonna be delivering cows. Yep, we're gonna be delivering cows today. This is gonna be my first time ever delivering any sort of animals besides my siblings, but we're gonna be taking I'm not sure, I think we're gonna be taking the TRX. We've got quite the trucks today, but if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's get into it. So we're gonna hop in the TRX like I said, and let me turn on this bad boy because we're gonna get out of here. But before we do leave, let me just close my garage door. So let me close this one, there we go, and then let me close this one as well. Nice. And by the way, I ended up reviewing this truck and putting it to the test because we did deliver farming equipment in my last video. So if you guys are curious, it should be linked at the end of the video. But enough of the yap, let's make our way to the trailer store, because we gotta go pick up a semi and then pick up the trailer where we're gonna have to put all the freaking cows inside of it. So we don't have too much time. It is, what time is it? Oh my goodness, it's already 9 a.m. and the crazy part is that I woke up at 7 a.m. so it's already been 2 hours, so the sun is going pretty fast. So let's make our way to the trailer store so we can get the semi. So that is going to be the first task for today, but let's make a left turn right here just like so, and then we're gonna make a right turn on this little road right here. I'm not a fan of this road. It's super hard to turn right here. Anyways, this is not much trouble for the TRX because this thing is a complete beast. Oh yeah, you guys didn't see that. This thing is a complete beast, but we're gonna go through the back of the car wash, get a free car wash. Ooh, and then the semi should be right here. Oh my goodness, this semi looks really nice. All right, hold on, let me actually park my truck right around here. I'm gonna park it right up front. So let me do this. We're gonna throw this thing into park just like so and turn off the engine. All right, nice. So we got this thing parked out. Look at this. This is looking so nice. cows, you guys. And we're gonna go and hop into the semi. Yo, this thing really has a phenomenal decal. Wait a minute, does this have a bed? Oh my goodness, this thing has a bed. Yo, this is freaking sick. Wait, is there lights I can turn on? Let me see. I want to see if there's lights. Enter, and then let's see, cabin lights on. See if they turned on. Oh my goodness, they actually turned on. Yo, that is sick. Oh my goodness, I keep sitting down. All right, let me turn on this bad boy. Let me turn on the beacons and turn the cabin lights right back off because we're not gonna need them right now. So let's get out of here. We're gonna make our way to the gas station, which is gonna be located all the way right here because this is where the trailer is going to be located. And then we're gonna make our way so we can pick up the cows. The first farm is gonna be located right down there. We're gonna pick them up over there and then transport them to a farm, I think located right down here. So it's not too much of a far distance, but that does not mean we should be taking our time because the sun, look at that, it's already 10 a.m. Yo, the sun is going up so fast. And by the way, you guys, I do have a Discord server, so if you guys want to join, make sure you guys click the link in my YouTube bio. But anyways, we are here at the gas station. Let's see where the trailer is going to be. Let me carefully pull into here as I put my blinkers, and oh, I almost crashed into that thing. And oh my goodness, you guys, we have the trailer right here. So let me get this thing quickly connected so we can make our way to the first farm and start picking up these cows. So let me see, is this thing connected? All right, nice. Kind of want to move this a little bit forward. Nice. And now we can start making our way to the farm. I hope you guys are excited to see these cows. I'm not sure how many we're gonna be able to fit into this huge trailer because this thing is fairly big, but keep in mind cows are pretty big as well. But let's make a turn right here. I kind of had to go around that whole thing, but now we can start pulling out of here. So this is gonna be a big turn. Do not hit the stop sign. All right, nice. We did not hit the stop sign. All right, let's go back into our lane before any cars come and we end up colliding with them, which is not gonna be a good thing. But I think, oh, never mind. I was gonna try to make a right turn onto that dirt road, but this thing was not gonna be able to stop in time. So we're gonna have to catch our next turn, which should be right here. It should be like a little dirt road as well. Oh, wait a minute. I see it. It's right here. This one. Oh, brake. Oh my goodness. I almost missed it. All right, let me turn on my blinkers and let's carefully turn onto the dirt road. Just like so. Careful. And okay, nice. That was actually a nice and solid turn because it was a really small turn that I had to make, but we managed to do that. And now the farm should be right up ahead. We got to keep our eyes peeled, make sure we do not miss it. Where is the farm? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, I almost ended up missing it. All right, so let me open up my map just to make sure this is the correct farm. And yeah, this is going to be the correct farm. So let's start pulling into the dirt road and look at that, where we see our first cow. And wow, there is a lot of cows over here. That is very crazy. Oh, look at this cow. Is he drinking water? What is he drinking? Wait, do cows drink milk? Anyways, all right, so I guess we're gonna be pulling into this right here, this little gate. So let me open this up. 1 and 2. All right, and we're gonna back into that so we can get all of those cows loaded up on the back of our gigantic trailer. So let me quickly hop back in and let me turn this thing around so we can slowly and carefully back into the entrance of the pen. I'm not sure if that's what it's called. All right, so I think we are now straightened enough, so which means we can start turning. And oh, that's too much of a turn. All right, let me try this again. Did not go how I expected it to go. And no, we almost got it. We're so close. Third time should be the charm. And look at that, we got it. Yeah, we are pretty much in. I think I'm gonna park it right here, honestly. Yeah, let me park this thing right here. I'm not sure if I turned off the engine. I think I did, but I don't want the cows to escape right here, so we're gonna close this right here just like so. And okay, so I don't think the cow's gonna be able to fit through. Do I fit through? Oh yeah, I do. All right, let me go back. Let's open up the doors, and this is where all the cows are gonna go in here. So let me get them all loaded up. This is gonna probably take forever. Wait a minute, are these cows? I don't think these are cows. These gotta be bulls. I think they are bulls because they have horns. Or do cows have horns? I'm not sure, bro. Let's quickly load them up. So with a little transition, we're gonna have our trailer fully loaded up with cows in 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, everyone, we should have our trailer fully loaded with cows. And oh my goodness, you guys, look at all of this. There is a lot of cows. Excuse me, look at this. Oh my goodness, this thing is gonna be so heavy. I wonder if my semi is gonna have enough power. And apparently there's another level down here. Oh dude, there is so many levels. Holy moly, guacamole. This is gonna be a good amount of cows being delivered. So let me close up the door. I want to make sure they do not escape. Let's close up the fence just like so, and boop. Once we do get out of here, that should fully close. So I'm gonna hop back in the semi, and I don't know if I can make it up here since we have a lot of cows loaded up on the back of the trailer. Hopefully this is going to be enough to get up here. My semi is kind of not doing the best right now, and awesome, look at that, we managed to go uphill. Dude, this semi is a complete beast. I wonder what kind of engine this thing has, because not only did it manage to go uphill, but we got a trailer loaded up in the back filled with cows. But I think we're gonna go straight and make a right turn on the dirt road up ahead. Obviously not this one, because I think this is someone's property. This actually used to be my old house. We gotta make a turn right here just like so, and let me actually check the time because I don't know what time it is, and it's about to be 12 p.m. Oh my goodness, you guys, we have about 2 hours to finish this job. I think we should be able to finish actually within like the next hour. So we're gonna try to continue to do this pretty fast, but we have a stop sign right here. We're gonna make a right turn just like so, and we're gonna try not to hit the stop sign again because I do not want the city to sue me or fine me, so that is not gonna be good. But once we cross this bridge right here, we should see the property right up ahead. So this is gonna be the property we're gonna be delivering all the cows to. So I hope the farmer is here so he can see his new delivery. So let's pull into his driveway just like so, and I actually don't know where is the cows? Where do I load them? Oh, right here? Oh my goodness. All right, so this is where we're gonna be delivering all the cows to. It looks like he already has a good amount of cows, but I guess he wants some more. So let's open up the fence, and oh my goodness, you guys, look at this. I'm gonna have to turn that around and back into that little gate right here. This is gonna be quite a job. So if you guys are still watching, make sure to like and subscribe because this is gonna be some heavy work that I'm gonna do for you guys. So let me hop in right here and let's get this bad boy turned around. I'm gonna try to turn around right here. Oh no, I think I'm gonna have to go all the way around. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to go all the way around. I'm gonna turn right here, and then we're gonna turn right here, and then we're gonna be able to finally start backing up. So I think that should be good. And now let's start slowly backing this semi. I think I have to turn on my emergency lights on. Okay, we're doing well, and boom, look at that. We actually did it on the first try, you guys. What did I say, you guys? I am the GOAT. I am the best. But let's open up the door right here like so, and we're gonna get all of these cows from the trailer loaded up with I guess our family, right, Mr. Cow? Mo. What is wrong with me? All right, so let's get all of these cows out of here. So come on, cows, get out of here. Oh my goodness, that scared me. I was like a spider, but it's part of the tree. But let's get out of here, and boom, we have all the cows loaded up next to their family. All right, so I hope you guys have a good summer. You guys are gonna cook well. Anyways, let's me close this just like so, and let's start making our way out of here. So I'm gonna pull this thing out of here. Oh my goodness, look at my wheels. That does not look safe. So I'm gonna pull this a little bit forward because I gotta close the gate. Gotta make sure these cows do not go anywhere. So let me go back. Let me close the fence. All right, let's start making our way back to the gas station so we can get this trailer delivered back where we got it from. So let's get out of here. I'm gonna make a left turn onto this road, and thankfully the gas station is not too far. It is right up here. Let me pull into the gas station, and then we're gonna get this thing parked right where we found it. And let me also turn off my beacons just like so. All right, I think that should be good right there. Let me park this thing, disconnect it just like so. And wait, where did I get the semi? Oh, we got it at the trailer store. All right, so let's make our way to the trailer store so we could get the semi dropped off and we can pick up our TRX, because in last video I ended up leaving my TRX at the mechanic shop, so that was kind of a headache. So let's go and get it right now. Alrighty, everyone, we have the store right here. I'm gonna go and pick up my TRX. So I'm gonna leave this thing. Where should I park this thing? I think I'm gonna park it right here. All right, let me park this thing right around here just like so, and I'm gonna hop into TRX so we can start making our way back home. So with the power of editing in 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back home. Look at this, home sweet home. How much did I miss my sweet home? Look at that, and it's almost time when the sun starts to set, which is about what, 6 p.m. But we are now back home. We had a very long day and a successful day of delivering cows. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What up, everyone? Welcome back to another APM video, and today there's been a massive update where they ended up revamping a trailer and they added, I think, a new truck. I'm not sure, or it could just be a revamp as well, but we're gonna be checking that out today because we're gonna be delivering some farm equipment. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's get on our way. So I think we should take mini mine. Well, I'm gonna catch my toes. All right, so we're gonna be taking the TRX because we're gonna go and pick up the brand new truck. I don't know where the new truck, I think it might be at the mechanic shop. If not, then we're gonna go and check at the dealership that there is in APM. But I am so excited because we're gonna be putting these two things, the new truck and the new trailer, to test by taking some farm equipment and transporting it to a different farm. But we have a stop sign right here. Let me turn on my blinkers and let's make a left turn right here, just like so. And we have the city right here, and before I do pass the city, let me actually make a right turn into here. Alrighty, I almost ended up missing my turn right there, but we have the mechanic shop right around here, so let's pull in and let's look for the new truck. I don't see it so far. You know what, I think it might be on the other side. Hold on, let me check this out. I think it's gonna be oh yep, look. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at the color on this thing. It's so beautiful. It's majestic. It's got this really nice red velvet color going on. Oh my goodness, yo, this thing looks phenomenal. All right, let me get this thing parked up. I'm gonna leave my TRX right there for today, and we're gonna be taking this beautiful truck and we're gonna be testing this bad boy out. So let me hop in, and oh my goodness, this thing sounds so good. Look at the interior. Yo, that is crazy. We got the red guts in the Ford. Yo, this is sick. I really love this truck. I really love like these style of trucks. It's got this like nice square body. But let's pull over to the trailer store, or you know what, I think it might be right here. Oh, it is right here. So the new, or at least revamped trailer, is going to be right here. Let me turn this bad boy around and let's get it connected just like so, and boom, first try. All right, we're gonna start making our way to the farm so we can get this farm equipment delivered to the other property, and we're gonna try to do this as fast as possible because I was checking my weather app and it seems to be that it's gonna start raining around 5 p.m. and it's already what, 11 a.m. So yeah, we don't have that many hours, so we're gonna step on it and we're gonna go as fast as possible. But look at the mirrors on this thing. The mirrors look so good. All right, let me make sure my trailer is still connected. Look at this. It's got this really kind of like triangular look to it. It looks really sick. Well, let's pull in right here onto this dirt road, and this truck is so new that even the bed of the truck is shining. Look at that. Yo, I can probably see my reflection on how brand new and shiny this thing is. But yeah, I think this is going to be the revamp of a trailer. We got it connected in the back, but I can definitely see how it looks different than it used to. But oh, wait a minute, I think we can go through this road. Yeah, this is kind of like a little shortcut. Let me go on this road just like so, and let's see. Oh, I see the farm equipment. It's gonna be right here. Look at this. We got a nice, what is that, John Deere tractor, and that thingy, I don't know what that thing is called, but I'm gonna park this thing right around here. And oh my goodness, it's so dark under these trees. But let me turn on my emergency lights. Let me see, did I turn them on? Okay, so I did turn them on. All right, look at this. So this is gonna be the revamp of the trailer. Ooh, it looks super nice. Yeah, they added like this piece right there. Okay, and then they added this. All right, cool. So let me get this thing lowered, controls, and we're gonna lower this bad boy. Look at that. That is freaking sick. Oh my goodness, it looks so nice. All right, so let me get inside the tractor right here, just like so, and let me turn it on. I'm gonna turn on the lights because it's kind of dark in here. Yeah, let me turn on the emergency lights because we're gonna get this thing connected to this piece of farming equipment right here, and I almost ended up colliding with this thing. I'm kind of like confused on how to work this machine. I typically don't use farming equipment, so apologize if I'm not doing this properly, but we got that thing connected. Let's see, how do we do this? All right, I'm gonna have to flip over because I'm not gonna have enough space to turn right there. So let's flip over right around here, just like so. And this thing is so loud. I should have worn some like headphones or something, but let me get this thing loaded up on the brand new trailer, just like so. Come on, you can do it. A little bit more, and bang. All right, I just put it in park, and I think that is going to do it. I'm gonna leave the emergency lights on just in case, but look at that. This thing is nice and loaded. All right, I think we are now ready to go. And oh my goodness, are those new straps? Look at the new straps. Yo, these straps look sick. They're kind of upside down, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure if they're meant to do that, but they are upside down, but they look really solid. So let me open up the functions, and we're gonna open up the dovetail just like so. Look at that. Awesome, it's working so good. All right, we can now make our way to the second property where we can now deliver this, and I think they're gonna pay us for this job. I don't think they're gonna pay us that much, since honestly it's not too much of a heavy load. I mean, it is, but it's nothing too crazy like pulling a massive tractor. But I'm gonna turn right around here because we're gonna get out of here and we're gonna go back the way we came from. Let me make sure everything is still connected. All right, we're pretty solid, and let's make our turn right here. Oh, that was a super tight turn right there, but we can now make our way out of here. I think we can make a left turn on this dirt road. This might be a shortcut if we go through this direction. So let's make our way to the second farm. I'm really excited to be putting this to use. So far, this update has been pretty solid. Let me know what you guys think of it about it so far. Is this a W or an L? Let me know in the comments. But I'm thinking about taking this truck to the shop and probably customizing it. I'm probably gonna add some lights and maybe even a winch. But there we go. We made that turn right there. I'm not really paying attention. I'm just yapping away. Well, we're kind of struggling going uphill. Oh my goodness, we kind of struggled right there. Hopefully the last hill we go up, because this thing does not have too much power. All right, so let's make a right turn right there. Oh my goodness, I was kind of speeding too much. Oh my goodness, I was speeding way too much, which is why I almost lost control. That was really bad. All right, let me get back in my lane because I'm driving like a crazy man. But we have the farm right up here. I'm super excited to get this thing unloaded and delivered to the rightful owner. So let's see. Let me carefully slow down and let's pull into their driveway. So I don't know where they want this delivered. I'm gonna look for a little spot where I should deliver it. Let's see. Where should I deliver it? Ooh, we should deliver this right here. Awesome. All right, let's do that. Let's do that. That's actually a good idea. I'm so smart. All right, so let me turn this bad boy around, or you know what? I think I can just park right to the side and get this thing unloaded and dropped off into this kind of like little barn garage thing. I don't know what you call them, but I'm gonna park this bad boy right here and we're gonna... Where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. All right, so let me open up the functions and we're going to lower the dovetail. So we're going to do that just like so. And we're going to have to drop this thing off in two parts. First, this piece of machine must go right in the middle, and then we're going to park the tractor right up front. So let's get started. Let me hop in the tractor, slowly unload this bad boy. All right, come on, just like so. And whoa. That way too fast, cowboy, way too fast. All right, so let me carefully do this. I think I should do this in first person. Oh yeah, look at this. This is a cheat code right here. If you do this in first person, it is so much easier. All right, so I'm gonna park it right to the end of here, get this thing disconnected. So disconnect this piece of machine, and then let me hop back in and let me get it connected. Oh, not connected. Let me park it right next to it. Careful, make sure I don't hit these wooden posts, because if I do, this thing is gonna collapse. So I'm gonna make sure I'm careful, and I think that is going to be perfect. So I'm gonna turn off everything, park it, and look at that. It's not bad, not bad. I think that was a solid job, and honestly this truck has been performing super good. Look at this. Not only did it manage to pull this huge trailer, but we managed to deliver all of this. Look at this. All right, so let me get the dovetail of the trailer lifted. So let me raise this. Okay, so it's what is wrong with me? All right, so let me get back in the truck just like so. Let me start this bad boy, and we can now make our way back to the implement store so we can drop off this trailer, and then we're gonna go and upgrade this bad machine or truck. I think this is a Ford. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if this is a Ford or not. I kind of get my trucks confused because some of them do kind of look very similar. But let's pull into this road right here just like so, and we have the gas station right here. Thankfully I do not need gas right now, and the implement store should be right here. So let's pull in, turn this thing around, and get it dropped off, because honestly we are done testing this trailer for today. So let me carefully back up. I'm gonna, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit crooked, but I'm not getting paid for this. So let's get out of here. I wonder what kind of attachments we could add to this truck. I'm thinking about something maybe off-road related. I don't know, but let's pull right into here. Let me open up the garage door and let me go into this just like so. All right, let me accept, and let's see. All right, I think we should start with the engine. Let's add 25% extra power, and let's add a supercharger. Yes. The paint, I'm not gonna touch it because this paint is immaculate, so it's really good. Suspension, ooh, look at the suspension. Look at that. That is so tall. I'm not sure. I don't think it looks good tall. I'm gonna keep it stock. So we're gonna go with this normal look. And attachments, ooh, we have to add cabin lights, mandatory. And I think that is going to be it. Ooh, we could add a toolbox. Yeah, that looks pretty sick. Yeah, I think that is going. Ooh, roll bar. Oh no, that does not look good. That is going to be it for the modifications. So let's make our way out and let's test this bad boy. All right, look at this. This is sick. Look at that. Look at the lights. Ooh, it looks so good. Look at this. Yeah, this is solid. This is a really solid truck. I love this truck. Not bad, not bad. Does this thing have like the fog lights? I don't think it does. Yeah, this thing does not have fog lights. But anyways, let's take this back home. So I'll meet you guys back at my place. By the way, you guys, I do have a Discord, and if you guys do want to join it, then I'm gonna have a link in my YouTube bio so you guys can join. But we are now back home. Home sweet home. Oh my goodness, how much did I miss home? And oh my goodness, I forgot to bring my TRX. Whatever, I'll bring it tomorrow. I'm gonna have fun with this truck for today. Right now the sun is about to go down. It's about 6 p.m. 8 p.m. Get it? 6 p.m. Okay, never mind. But we got that truck loaded up, and look at this. We got our brand new work truck right here. It's still fairly new, by the way. And we got the revamp of this truck. Look at this beauty. But that is going to be for today's update video. Let me know what you guys think of it. Is it W or an L? And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another APM video, and today we are back with our ultimate GMC right here. If you guys remember, in the last video we ended up putting this beautiful flatbed and putting it to work, and today it's gonna be another day where we're gonna be putting this thing to the test, or I guess putting it to the work, because we're gonna be giving 13 Yo Bros a brand new toy. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me. And let's begin. So enough of the yap, we're gonna hop into the GMC. I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna get this thing warmed up because this thing is super cold. And by the way, I also did add these beautiful amber lights. Look at this. Oh my goodness, we got amber lights. Let's go. But I'm gonna turn them off right now. Hold on, how do I turn this thing off? All right, that's how you turn it off. My truck is all warmed up, and the first spot that we are gonna be making our way towards is gonna be the APM Aquatics, because actually, you know what? No, I'm wrong. I gotta go and pick up some ramps so we can put this toy on top of the flatbed. So I guess technically the first spot is going to be the plain tool store, because that's where we are gonna be able to buy the ramps that we need so we can load up this special toy, which I'm not gonna tell you guys because it's gonna be a surprise. So let's make our way back into town. I'm gonna have to come to a complete stop, make sure the road is clear. All right, it looks like it's safe for us to cross and go into the plain tool store. So I'm gonna quickly park right here in the handicap because we're gonna run inside. Okay, sir, where are the ramps? What? I'm blind, dude. I'm just asking where the ramps are. Where are the ramps? Oh, behind me. Oh, okay. All right, thanks. They're free. He just told me they were free. All right, so I'm gonna throw the ramps right in the flatbed. I'm gonna throw. Oh, I did not mean to open my toolbox. Oh, I wonder if a bag of seed fits in there. I'm kind of curious. Hold on. If I grab a bag of seed, can it actually fit in here? Oh my goodness, I did not know that. I guess the more you know. So let me close that up. There we go. And I'm gonna pull my ramps to the side. I'm gonna place one right there, and I'm gonna place the second one right there. All right, now we can start making our way to the APM Aquatic Center, because this is where we are gonna be picking up 13 Yo Bros' brand new toy. And the reason I'm buying him this toy is because his birthday is kind of coming up, and I feel like this is kind of the least I can do for him since he's been such a great friend, even though we might have had a couple of incidents. But anyways, I'm gonna make a right on this road right here. There we go. Oh, I did not mean to turn on my hazards. That was an accident. Let me turn that off. And then we're gonna pull into this road right here, because if you guys take a look, the APM Aquatics is on the left side. So let's pull in, slowly pull in, and then let's see, where is it? Oh, it's right there. Oh my goodness, I see it. It's literally right here. I am so blind. All right, so I'm gonna turn on my hazards, and then I'm gonna turn on my amber light bar. Hold on, I like to keep it on both. I think that looks really nice. Look at that. All right, so I'm gonna carefully back this thing up, not too much, because we need some space so we can put the ramps down. So I think this is gonna be a really nice spot. So let's put it in park and let's grab the ramps. Hold on, let me grab a ramp. I'm gonna place this one. I think. Oh my goodness, is this a good spot? Oh, there you go. I think that's good. Yeah, that's actually going to be perfect. Nice. And then I'm gonna place the second ramp. Yeah, that's perfect. I think that should be good. If this does not work, then I guess I give up. But anyways, this is gonna be the toy that we are going to be gifting 13 Yo Bros. So this thing can go on land, can go off-roading, and it can go and drive on the water. Dude, that is crazy. All right, so I'm gonna hop into this thing. So let me hop in. I'm gonna turn this thing on, and I'm gonna try to load it. Come on, careful. Oh my goodness, I almost hit the bed. The front, well, I guess the front of the bed. All right, I can get a little bit closer. A little bit. Boom. Okay, that is gonna be perfect. Let me turn this thing off, and I'm gonna remove the ramps. There There we go. And I'm just gonna kind of slide him through the back right here. All right, the ramps are right there in the back, and I can start making our way to the shop because I do want to customize this. I don't want to give 13-year bros this ATV yet because, dude, this thing looks kind of, whoa, the color looks very not good. Okay, I'll be honest, it looks ugly. So I'm gonna make my way to the mechanic shop because we are gonna make it into his favorite color, and we're gonna make it really fast, or as fast as we can. But anyways, we have the mechanic shop right here. I'm gonna quickly pull into one of these doors right here. I don't know where I should pull in. I'll probably just pull into this one right here. So let me get this thing turned around. Oh, hold on, back this thing up. We're gonna do a nice U-turn, and look at that, dude. I am so good at this game. We're gonna get this thing unloaded. Let me grab the ramps. There we go. I got the extremely heavy ramps that are gonna go right here, and then another one right here. Boom, look at that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So let me get inside the ATV and carefully unload this into the shop so we can change up the color and max out the engine like this. Yes, we need some W's in the chat. I don't see any W's in the chat. What's going on? All right, so let's make this yellow. Let me bring up the color, and then we are gonna add some transparency. Okay, this is looking really nice, you guys. Ooh, is this new? I think these are new colors. Yo, these are nice. Okay, let's see. I know he likes yellow, but I kind of want to add a nice design. Ooh, look at this one. Oh, that looks nice. All right, let me continue looking. Oh my goodness, look at this yellow. All right, so this is normal, and then boom, extra shiny. Okay, this is the one I'm going with. I'm gonna make this a little bit taller since I don't want this thing to get too wet when I'm in the water. Add a little bit of camber, and I think that is gonna be it. Oh, we could have added some attachments. What is this? No way, that is crazy. I don't think we need that, but that is insane, dude. I cannot believe this thing has a hitch. Look at that. That is crazy. I did not know that. All right, so let me take that off. I don't think he's gonna be needing that, but I am gonna add this because I know he's a little bit clumsy, and just in case he gets lost in the middle of the ocean, he can just like call for help and turn on these beacons. So I think that is pretty sick. So let me turn this thing on. We're gonna get it loaded again on the back of the flatbed. There we go. And we are gonna quickly take this to the ocean and see if this thing actually works, because I kind of want to test out some of the features. But don't tell 13-year bros I kind of tested his new toy. But anyways, let's close up the garage door, and I'm gonna pull up some of these ramps, throw them in the back of the flatbed. There we go. And we are gonna start making our way towards the ocean, and thankfully there's a little campsite right around here. Look at this. Look how fast we arrived at the campsite. So let's pull in, and I think the first spot is gonna be right around here. There should be a dock that we can quickly unload this ATV. So let me get this thing turned around. There we go. I'm gonna back it up just tiny bit. Okay, park. Woo, that was close. I wonder if my bag of seeds is still in here. All right, take a guess, you guys. Is my bag of seeds still in this cabinet? All right, did you guys guess? All right, let's open it. Let's see. Oh, if you guessed yes, then you are right. It is still in here. So we don't need that. We're gonna keep it right in there. And I am gonna place the ramps so we can quickly test out if this ATV in the water. Hold on, let me push that ramp down. Nice. Alrighty, so we have the ramps all the way down, which means we are now ready to take down this ATV and test it in the water. Hopefully it works. If not, then yeah, we might break its new toy. So let's give it a little test. Let me carefully turn this thing on, and oh, careful, and boom. Alright, nice. So before we do put it in the water, I kind of want to take it on a little off-roading trip. Let's see if this thing is oh whoa, this thing is actually good at off-roading. Yo, that is crazy. Oh my goodness, look at that, dude. It is so good at off-roading, dude. Yo, Rose is going to love this new toy. All right, what about going down? Is this good at going down? Oh dude, it just ate that hill, dude. I am impressed on how good this thing is. All right, now it's time to take it into the ocean. This is gonna be the official test in 3, 2, and yo, look at this. We are actually driving in the water, and look at the color on his ATV. Yo, the color on his ATV is absolutely beautiful. Take a look at that. Holy moly guacamole. Anyways, it looks like we're back. I'm gonna load this quickly and safely on the back of the flatbed, just like so. Take off the ramps and throw them in the back. You guys know the drill. But by the way, 13-year bros went on a little trip, but he is going to be arriving today in the afternoon, which it looks like we're running out of time. We have about an hour left. So let me hop in my flatbed, and I'm gonna go and quickly drop this off before he does arrive home. So dude, I'm gonna step on this thing as fast as I can. I'm not even gonna lie. By the way, you guys, I want to give you guys a huge thanks for all the support, all the likes. It does absolutely mean the world to me. We also hit over 40,000 subscribers. Oh my goodness. Like the beginning of the year, I think I had like 20,000 subscribers. So we've been growing at such a fast pace, but I really wanted to tell you guys how much it meant to me. But it looks like we are at the truck stop. Oh my goodness, I am at the truck stop. All right, I kind of missed the turn where I was supposed to make a left, but I managed to do a little U-turn right here, and now we are going the right way. But that's what happens when you yap too much like me. I yap a lot. But we are now at 13-year-old Rose's house. Let's pull into his driveway, and oh dude, is he home? Oh my goodness, his Mustang is right here. No way. I'm gonna quickly check and take a peek inside of his house and see if he's like inside. Oh, I don't think so. His TV seems to be off. He's still not home. Okay, so all of his TVs are currently off, which is a really good thing because that just means he's not home. So let's open up. Actually, you know what? Should we put it in here or in his garage? Let me think, you guys. You know what? I'm gonna put it in his garage. That's what I'm gonna do. Let me close that up and look. Take a look at this Mustang. Dude, he has such a nice looking Mustang. Alright, let's quickly move a little bit forward so we can load this ATV in his beautiful garage. Dude, I think he just built this garage. Throw down the ramps. There we go. Oh, hold on. I didn't mean to do that. There you go. And let's quickly unload this ATV before he does arrive. So, oh my goodness, that was actually really fast. Ooh, dude, he's got really nice lighting in here. Yo, this is actually nice. Alright, so we are gonna leave the ATV right here. Let me just close that up, and then when he arrives, he's gonna be able to see his new ATV. Dude, I can't wait to see his reaction, which you guys can check out on his channel probably tomorrow. Alright, so let me pick up the ramps. There we go, and then I'm gonna place them back right here. Boom, and then another one. Boom, and we can start making our way back home. Let me turn off my lights, and then my what is this called? My amber lights. Yes, I gotta turn that off. Alright, we're back on the main road. I'm gonna quickly pull a left because there is a truck stop right here, and I'm gonna quickly grab a burger. So let's quickly grab a nice little meal through the drive-through. Oh, actually, you know what? What's on the menu today? Let me see. All right, so they got a pickle burger number 2, and then I can't see the last one. It's probably bad. Anyways, I'm gonna grab number 1 because I'm feeling a little bit pickle-ish. Get it? Okay, never mind. All right, so let's grab our burger, and then we are gonna start driving back home so we can enjoy this burger. Oh my goodness, I just crashed. Alrighty, everyone, we have now arrived at my multi-level and dollar mansion right here. Look at this beauty of a house. You guys know I'm the world's richest and strongest APM player. But anyways, we're back home. I'm gonna get this thing backed up in my driveway just like so. Oh, did I hit the back? Oh no, I didn't. For a second I thought I hit the back of the flatbed, but let me turn off the engine, and we're probably gonna eat this inside of my house because it is so sunny outside. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Like I said, it does mean the world to me. And until then, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another video. And it looks like there's been a massive update in Southern Modding. They added a brand new cabin which is made out of logs. They added huge revamps for the houses, and they added so many new features for the trucks, so you can now put in so many great attachments to your trucks. And oh, looks like they also got new ATVs and a new pickup. So let's quickly check that out because we have a lot to go through. So first things first, they added this brand new truck right here. Look at this thing. This is a nice Ram right here. Wait. This is not a Ram. This is a Ford. I am so silly, you guys. This thing is quite the beauty though. So we've got this nice Ford, and it looks like this is another Ford that they added. Oh, I like these. This is kind of like a work truck. Not bad. I kind of like this one better though. There's something about the older trucks that got my heart. So we're gonna quickly be getting into this beauty right here. Oh, look. Oh my goodness, it sounds so good. So we're gonna be taking this truck in today's update. So we're gonna quickly customize it. You know what? We can just quickly customize it right here. I don't need to go inside. So first things first, I think I want to make this truck like gray, or maybe actually, you know what? That doesn't look good. Maybe the blue, green. You know what? Let's just do a blue, a nice dark blue. Let's do that. We're gonna add some. What actually should I put? I'm gonna add some trail grapplers. Quickly add these retro motors. I'm gonna make my windows a little bit darker, and I'm gonna lift this truck a little bit, not too much. I don't want to make this thing into like a lifted truck. All right, now we gotta max out the entire engine and make this pretty fast, because who does not want a fast truck. Oh my goodness, look at this. Holy moly. Yo, that is freaking sick, you guys. Oh my goodness. Honestly, the wood looks pretty nice. I might keep that. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna keep that. That looks pretty sick. And I believe that is gonna be it. So you can add those brand new attachments, which was the 3 hay, the barrels, which look like water barrels. Correct me if I'm wrong. Some firewood. You gotta add some fuel cans, some logs, a hay bale, and then 3 more hay bales, which I don't know why they have like 2 of like the same thing. I don't know. But honestly, this is pretty sick. So we're gonna keep the logs on for now, and we're gonna go and look for this brand new log. I actually don't know where this log cabin is gonna be. So we're gonna make our way downtown, and we're gonna try to see if we can find this house. By the way, you guys, I look so tiny. I feel like these trucks are so big. So far, I don't see anything, but I believe it's gonna be in the brand new map expansion. It's probably gonna be over there. So let's go over there and let's give it a check and see if the log cabin is gonna be over there. And oh my goodness, I forgot. We also gotta check the new house revamp they added in today's update. We are now back into the map expansion. This is the new part of town, and apparently you can also use like the laundry machines, which sounds so insane. But there's no log cabin over here. I wonder where it is. It's probably gonna be down over there. And once we find this log cabin, we're gonna go and deliver these logs because they're gonna finish up construction. So far I don't see this house, and it's getting pretty dark, so I think I'm gonna time travel, and I'll get back at you guys when I find this log cabin. Alrighty everyone, it is now daytime, and we have time traveled to the log cabin, which I'm not sure if you guys can take a look. It is right there in the distance, and it looks like they also added a brand new house. Or wait a minute, never mind, this is just a taco shop. Never mind, I thought it was a new house, but here it is. This is the brand new cabin in Southern Mudding. We're gonna park up the truck right here. Let me hop out and let's quickly claim it because we're also gonna be checking it out. Dude, this is a nice cabin. Oh, hold on, let me quickly turn off my engine. Gotta turn this thing off because gas is super expensive. So let's close that up, and before we do take off all the lugs, I kind of want to check out this house right here. So this is gonna be the nice porch right here, and then we've got a nice entrance, and oh, look at that. That is a nice picture. Gun safe. What is this gun safe for? Oh my goodness, holy moly. Wait, can I actually grab one of these? What the hell? Oh my goodness, that is crazy. What about a rifle? Oh, that's the lights. I did not mean to touch that. All right, we got a rifle, and then we've got a pistol. Let me actually test out the rifle in 3, 2, and oh, actually, you know what? Let me shoot it to the ground. I don't want to be shooting towards the houses. So let's test it out in 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Holy moly, I am speechless. I cannot believe that they added this gun safe in Southern Mudding. But I believe there's more guns at the police station. But we are not done. We gotta get a nice tour of the house. Oh my goodness, dude, this is so comfy right here. We can have a nice campfire, or I guess fireplace, that's what it's called, and some cappuccino ballerina. What is this? What's in here? Whoa, we can actually washing machine wash. All right, so let me open that. Yo, that is sick. W's in the chat. Yo, the role-playing experience in this game is gonna be so much better because we can now wash our clothes. That is pretty sick, you guys. And it looks like we got some more storage right here in the back, which we are not gonna need. And before I do leave and we finish checking out this brand new cabin, I kind of want to put some more clothes into the dryer. Look at that. Yo, that is not bad at all. I am getting dizzy, you guys. Who else is getting dizzy? All right, so we can now finish up by checking that house. We've got a nice view of the lake. We've got a nice dining room, which it looks like we can actually interact. So let me turn that on, and whoa, I'm not sure if you guys can hear that. That's sick, you guys. We've got some nice bread right here, which I don't think I can get, which is fine. At least we got food. A lot of it. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Oh, it finished. I kind of got scared for a second. I thought this thing ended up exploding. What do we have in here? It looks like we got a fruit cake. Hold on, let me take a good look. It looks like we got some cheese, some milk, and a nice fruit cake, and lastly some strawberries, which it looks like there's about 5 in there. But let me get that thing closed, and wait, can I open the bottom? Oh no, it looks like we can only open the top, which is, I mean, it's still pretty cool, you guys. Come on, you guys, it's still cool. All right, so we got more lights right here that we can turn off and on. Look at that. Whee! It looks like there's like 3 more rooms. So let's start off with this room right here, which is gonna be the bathroom. Oh my goodness, but you get a beautiful view of the lake outside. Look at that. That is sick. And oh my goodness, there's a barbecue grill. We gotta go check that out right now. Actually, you know what? We gotta finish up by checking out the living room right here. Oh, I guess bedroom, not the living room. I got confused. You guys know I am so clumsy. I'm the clumsiest YouTuber in the world. Oh, look at that. Did you guys see that? We actually get a blanket. So go on the bed and oh my goodness, look at that. I am tucked in bed. Dude, my sleep is gonna be so good tonight. You guys have no idea. But we don't have time for sleep right now. So let's get out of here. Let's go check out the patio outside, which I don't know where the... Oh, I can turn on the television? No way. Roblox embraces VR gaming. No way. Can I change the channel? I don't want to watch this right now. I'm not a big fan of the news. Well, it looks like we got a nice comfy bed right here for, I guess, your guest, or it could be your bedroom if you want. But anyways, I'm trying to see if there's a door that we can get out and into the back, which honestly, I think I'm just going to go through the front because I don't see any back door that we could take. So I guess we'll just walk over there. Oh my goodness, look at this. Wait, can I swing this? Oh man, we still can't swing that. That's fine. There seems to be some nice lawn chairs right here that we could rest, take a good look at the lake, and just fall asleep too. Oh, wake up, guys. Ooh, what is this? There's a barbecue where you can cook your chicken and meat and all that stuff, and a grill right here. Holy moly. I kind of wish I could turn this one on, but this one is way better than the other one that they sell at the tool store. If you guys know what I'm talking about, that one sucks. But let's go into one of these houses and check. Oh, I gotta deliver the wood. Oh my goodness. I wonder if I can open up the tailgate. Let me just quickly park this thing, and oh my goodness, we can actually open up the tailgate. That is sick, you guys. Let me close that up. And we're gonna go and check out one of these houses. Apparently they also ended up getting revamped. I'm not sure if it was just that house or every single house in the game. So let's quickly pull into this nice house. We're gonna quickly claim it, and let's take a look if this house was revamped, or at least... Oh, look at that. They actually added a gun safe right here. That is sick. All right, close that up, and I want to see where they added the laundry room, which is not gonna be in here. It's gonna be right over here. Oh look, it looks like they added it right under the stairs. That is sick, you guys. Not a bad move. Honestly, so far this update has been a big W. You can do so many things. Where's the fridge? Oh man, it looks like... Oh wait, no way. You can actually open the fridge. Look at that. It used to be closed, but now you guys can open it. That is sick. Let's go actually check upstairs. Maybe we can see if they added anything else, which... Oh dude, I love that feature when you get into the bed. But honestly, this update had... Oh my goodness, they added a pool. Let's go. Wait, can I play with this ball? Oh man, I can't. These are some nice chairs. Dude, I just completely remembered about the ranch. I wonder if they added more stuff to the ranch. Alright, so let's quickly go and make our way towards the ranch. Let's go see if they added some new stuff to it, because it is currently my house and by far one of the best properties in Southern Mudding. So let's go check it out. I am just speeding through the road right now. Look at this. I am going over 100 miles per hour. My bad, you guys. My bad. Hopefully there's no cops, because if there's police people right now, then I'm gonna get pulled over and arrested. So let's make a turn right there, and the ranch is gonna be right down the road. Alright everyone, we are now at the brand new ranch. Dude, I am so excited to see if they added some new stuff at the ranch. We're gonna quickly hop out, and I think the first thing we gotta do is check out the backyard. Let's see if they added anything to the backyard. Oh man, I don't see anything that they added. No, they removed the patio. Oh wait a minute, I haven't claimed the house. Hold on, let me quickly claim it. Maybe it shows up when I claim it. All right, so let's quickly claim it. And oh, okay, so it looks like I was kind of panicking for no reason. It's gonna be right here. Oh dude, I missed this spot. All right, so we've got the nice pool, and let's run into the home. Oh, look at that. We've got the gun case right here. Wait, can I turn on the TV? Yo, I can actually turn on the TV. That's sick. So it does look like every single house in Southern Money seems to be updated and gets this brand new feature of the laundry machines, the TV, the gun case, and being able to get tucked into bed. What is this? Oh, I don't know what that is. Honestly, you guys, this has been a really nice update for the players who love role playing like me. And maybe you guys, let me know if you guys love to role play as well. But if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be playing Southern Mudding. As you guys can see, it is a nice and cloudy cold day, but thankfully I have my jacket on. But today we are going to be doing a special delivery and delivering some of the fastest police cars in the game to the police station. I believe they're like Hellcats or something like that. They're really fast in real life. But let me get into my 6x6 because we're going to be taking this to the trailer store because we're going to go and pick up a semi so we can throw in all the cars. What just happened? Pretty much we're gonna throw the police cars in the back of the semi, so that is why we are going to be making our way towards the trailer store. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin. So we have the main city right down here. As you guys can see, there is quite the people today, and I did just see someone right here. I wonder if I could steal their cars. Should I steal their cars and dump them into the river, or is that mean? You know what, that's gonna be a video idea, so not right now. We're gonna let that person off the hook. So for now, we're gonna continue on driving and make our way towards the dealership. I mean the trailer store, not the dealership. So let me pull in right here. So let me see where the semi is. Oh, and there it is. Look, there's the semi right there. So let me back up into this parking spot right here, just like so. Let me put it in park, turn off the engine, and let's hop out because we're gonna hop into this semi. This semi is pretty cool. I really love the colors. It's got this nice orange color to it. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have so much fun with this semi. So let me hop into this semi. Come on, there we go. For a second, I did not think this was gonna start, but let me turn off the emergency lights. There we go. We turned it off. And let's start making our way over to the location where these police cars are at. So let me make a right turn on this bridge, just like so. And this thing is super heavy. It is not light, but I believe the police cars should be down there, the Dodge Hellcats. I am very excited to pick these up because I did try to drive one of these one time and I had a blast. So I can't wait to show you guys. And thankfully it is not too far away, but as you guys can see, it is still a beautiful and clear day. The intersection is clear, so we can continue on driving forward. And I think I might have turned the wrong way. Actually, you know what, I was going the right way. For a second I did not think there was a intersection right down here, but there is. The whole map just didn't load, so that is why I couldn't see it. But we're gonna make a left turn right here. Let me turn on my blinkers. There we go, the blinkers are on, and let's make our turn right here, just like so. And it looks like there's some people at the brand new dirt track. By the way, if you guys haven't seen where I pretty much tested every single new vehicle and dirt bike, make sure you guys check it out. I'll link it towards the end of this video so you guys can stay up to date with all of my videos. So let's make a left turn right here, just like so. And we're gonna be looking for a parking lot because in this parking lot there's going to be two police cars that we're gonna be able to pick up and throw in the back of our semi. But so far I don't see any parking lot. Hopefully we are close because the sun is starting to go down pretty fast. But it looks like there's a road down here. I feel like I should have gone down this road. I think it would have been easy. Oh, wait a minute, it's right here, it's right here. Brake. Okay, so how do we go about this? I might have to back into this parking lot. Let me see if I can do this. Hold on. Am I the goat? Is Hakai really the goat at this game? Hold on. Oh my goodness, you guys, I am the goat. Look at that, dude. That is perfect. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna give myself a pat in the back. But it looks like it is now night, so what I'm going to do is camp out in my semi, and I'll catch you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. It is another beautiful morning, and today we can actually finally put all of these police cars in the back of our semi. So let me pull up the ramps and let me open up the doors, just like so. And look at these look insane. Oh my goodness, I kind of want to buy one, but we're gonna start off with this one right here. Oh my goodness, they sound so freaking good. But we're gonna throw this one on the back of the semi. Let me just align myself so I don't miss the ramps, and let's try to get inside. Oh, I spoke too soon. All right, third time is the charm. Come on, do not mess up. Do not mess up. Come on. You know what? Let's just cut to when I'm inside. And there we go. That was easy. Good thing I did not struggle. I think this is going to be a good spot to park this thing. Actually, I have a lot of space. I don't think I had to get that close. Let me check the front. Oh, the front's super close. I'm kind of chipping at the front of the bumper. But anyways, at least we got it in the back of the semi. Let's continue with our second one. And let's throw this one in the back of the semi. All right, can we do this one on the first try? Nope. And there we go. The second police car is now in the container. So let me close this thing and let me pull up the ramps just like so. And we can start making our way over to the police station so we can finally deliver these police cars. So I'm going to hop in my semi. Come on. There we go. And let me turn off the emergency lights. And I don't know which way is going to be faster. I think it's going to be down this way. Yeah, hopefully I am not wrong. And this is actually the fast way to get to the police station. So let me turn right here. Just like so. Oop, kind of a really wide turn, but at least we managed to make that turn. But as you guys can see, the city is right down there. I'm not sure if you guys can see those logos of the trailer and the mechanic shop. It is going to be down there. So it looks like down on this intersection, we're going to make a right turn and then drive all the way down to the police station. So let me start throwing on my blinkers so we can make our big right turn right here. Just like so. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But so far, this job has been pretty difficult. I'm not going to lie, because the entrance of this thing is pretty small, so you have to make sure that you put the cars in perfectly or it just won't go inside. But I can see the police station right down there. Oh my goodness, don't tell me it's gonna start to, oh my goodness, it is raining. Well, it's gonna rain, but it looks like it's, yeah, there's the rain, but it's thundering and raining. The conditions are so bad. Let me make a turn right here, and then let me make one more turn right here. Kind of have to hit the light post. Oh my goodness, this is so bad. This is so bad. All right, so I'm going to park this semi right here. I'm going to turn off the engine and put my emergency lights on just like so. And let's quickly do this because I don't want to get too wet. Oh, it's pretty safe down here. Maybe it's not that bad. Oh no, it is that bad. It is really bad. All right, let me open up this and let me pull up the ramps just like so. And let's begin with this Dodge right here. There we go. Let me get this one pulled out. Careful, careful. I don't want to damage it because these are brand new. Oh my goodness, what is going on? All right, so I'm gonna park this one right here just like so. We got our first police car delivered, and now let's get into our second one. And let's carefully pull this one out just like so. All right, so far so good. Look at that, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And let's get this one parked right next to the first one that we unloaded. Let me throw this in park, turn off the engine, and look at that, we have our first two police cars delivered. And look at that, we have our two police cars delivered, brand new, the fastest in the game at the police station. Let me actually go inside. It is pouring outside. It is really bad. Anyways, for security, I'm gonna get a Glock. Oh, wait a minute. Looks like I don't need it anymore. It stopped raining. All right, that means we can close up this again, just like so. And let me pull up the ramps. Wait, hold on. Why can't I pull this up? Oh, there we go. And I think that was a mission success. All we have to do, what is that guy doing over there? All we have to do is return this semi to the trailer store, which is going to be pretty easy. It is literally down the road. So I think I'm gonna park it right down here. Let me turn off my emergency lights off, and then I'm gonna put this thing in park, turn it off, and look at that, very easy. All right, let's make our way to our truck right here. It looks like it is still here. Thankfully, no one ended up stealing our truck, which is a very good thing, and we can start making our way back home. Thankfully, we are now back home. So let me actually back this thing up, and I think I'm gonna open up the garage because I don't want my truck to get too wet. So let me get in and let me back this thing into my garage just like so. I think that should be good. Hold on, I think, is that good? Yeah, that is perfect. All right, so let me close the garage just like so, and let me go inside. It is so comfy in here. Oh my goodness, I forgot how cozy my house is. Did I leave my headlights on? Oh my goodness. Anyways, then I have my comfy bed right here. I'm probably gonna take a huge nap. And if you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today I put together all of my moments where I caught a ghost on camera. So if you guys are excited, make sure you guys like and subscribe because it means so much to me. And if you're watching this on Christmas, I hope you guys have an amazing Christmas, and I'll catch you guys on to the next video. Da-da-da-da. Here it is. Perfect. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be returning to the Appalachian Mountains. Well, not really. We're going to be heading over to a haunted house, allegedly, that is around those mountains because you guys really wanted a part 2, which was a hard decision for me. But you know what isn't hard? Smashing that like button and subscribing. And while you're at it, feel free to hype up the video. It helps out tiny creators like me. So with that in mind, I think we can now begin. So let's jump into the video. So today's task is to head over to the haunted haunted house, allegedly, near the Appalachian Mountains, which is going to be located right here. So we've got that Airbnb rented out and we are ready to head over there. So enough of the yap, let's check out the vehicle that we are going to be taking today. Look at this thing. This thing is insane, and as you guys can see, there's a bunch of other like vintage and old cars over here because it is currently 1984. Yeah, but as you guys can see, it is starting to get pretty late, so we actually need to head over to the garage because I want to give you guys a 360 on this thing. I just want to show you guys how epic this thing is. So let me turn on the lights. All right, let's go into here. Let me open up the garage. All right, let me head right back in. All right, let me park right here, and there we go. And now this is going to be the vehicle that we are going to be taking today. This is the Ghostbusters car, and as you guys can see, we just came from the store because I just got new drip and the backpack that we need to capture these ghosts. I mean, if there's any ghosts. If there is any ghosts, I guess we're not gonna get any, but if there is ghosts in there, then I'm probably still gonna run away. Anyways, so this is the Ghostbuster movie car. If we take a look at the top, you can see that we've got the speakers and all the machinery that we need to hunt ghosts. Then of course we've got the double famous light bars right on top, and then if we work ourselves inside, you can see that we've got the vintage speedometer right there. It looks so nice. It's very detailed. Just look at the door panel right there. You can see where you connect your seatbelt, and then we've got some type of control panel right here, and then I believe this is where you put your CDs. Pretty sick. And then if we head over to the back, there is two seats, one there and one there, and then we've got this printer looking machine right here. And if we go more to the back, you can see that we have more of the backpacks right here to capture the monsters. And then of course we've got more machinery and with a vault right here. It is one of the best vehicles in the game. I will not lie, and I think we should put this to use. So let's start making our way over to the haunted house. Let me turn on my lights. There we go. And just to make sure we are all good, I actually want to head over to the gas station, which is located right here, because I want to make sure my gas is full just in case we need to escape. And I want to grab a couple of energy drinks because, you know, it's getting pretty late and I'm kind of low on energy. So oops, I always forget to turn off my engine when filling up gas. And there we go, we turned off the engine. So let me work my way over here. Let's start getting this thing filled to the brim. All right. We are now filled with gas, and let's head into the liquor store. Yeah, I guess this is the liquor store. I thought there was a name. It just says gas station. Oh, hello, good sir. Let's grab a Bloxy Cola, and then let's see, what else should we grab? Should we get a witches? Actually, no, that sounds scary. And then this is a Red Blox. All right, let's grab one of each, and let's quickly check out. Hello, sir. I want to check out these two drinks. $10. Here you go. All right, thanks. Alright, that was kind of pricey. I just paid $10 for 2 drinks. This thing better make me fight these ghosts like Hulk. Alright, let's jump right in. Turn on the engine and our lights. There we go. And let me actually turn off park. And I just noticed there's like a kind of like a side ladder on the side of the roof of the car. Interesting. I've never seen that. But as you guys can see, the sun is starting to go down, which is the perfect time to start heading over to the haunted house. Allegedly. I don't know why I'm saying allegedly, like as if they're gonna sue me or something. Alright, let's continue driving down, and matter of a fact, let's turn our light bars on. Whoa, yeah, these things are pretty sick. And what does the siren sound like? Oh my goodness, there's no way. Yeah, let me turn that off right now. I'm speechless. It looks like we are almost arriving. We just gotta make a turn right here and then drive down. Let's start slowing down, making a right turn right here. And now the house should be right down there. And it looks like the moon has decided to come out. So it is officially nighttime. Oh, here's the house. I almost passed it. Hold on, let me back up a little bit and let's pull in. It looks like this is going to be the haunted house right here. I'm very nervous right now. So let's park this thing and let's turn off the vehicle. There we go. Oh no. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna give this house a 3. Since when was this here? We're giving this house a 360 check just to make sure there isn't anything weird out here. And ooh, what is this? It looks like a mudding area. Alright, so far so good. Let's take a sip of our cola. Oh, let's start making our way into the building. Well, I guess home. Alright, we are now inside. I'm going to be a little bit... Oh, I didn't mean to sit there. We are going to be a little bit quiet. I'm going to whisper a little bit. So I hope you guys can hear me well. So far, so... What was that? Hold on, we're gonna have to check that out. Let me just make sure that everything is good on this side. What is this? Okay, so it looks like there's a bathroom right here. Is there a squatter in this house? We have to check that out. Let me check this one out first. And I think this is okay. So this leads to the garage. Good to know. So let me close the doors. I was gonna leave them open, but I mean, if there's a ghost, they're gonna shut them. So I don't want that right now. I just heard some noise coming from here. Alright, so this is the bed. Yeah, there was some noise coming from here. And look how good the vehicle looks right there. Looks so cool. Alright, so yeah, that was weird. I wish I brought some cameras to set up on the corners just so we can get extra footage, just in case if there's any paranormal activity. That was weird. We heard some noise over... Hello? Am I going crazy, or did you guys hear someone just knock on the window? What? Hold on. Let's actually go check this out. Alright, let me open this right here. Hello? What? Oh my goodness, what is this? Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna mess with that. Let me just go back inside. I was very comfortable in here, and let's see if we can turn on the TV or something. No, I can't turn on the TV. I'm clicking and nothing is working. So far, we're having some weird encounters. Who knows? Maybe it was like a bird or something. These noises are unexplainable. I mean, if you guys have any ideas, leave them in the comments. Hold on, does the computer work? No, it doesn't work. I might do a speed time lapse just to see if like something weird happens. Yeah, cause so far we has happened. Hello? No way. There's no way. I need to breathe some air, dude. I cannot handle this. Alright, you know what? Let's chill in the car for a bit. I don't know what's happening right now. There's no way that I was the only one that saw that door just slowly open by itself. You guys saw that I was just talking to you guys when that happened. Alright, you know what? Let's go back inside. I can do this. The paranormal activity or whatever is happening right now continues to get worse. I am not liking this. Okay, so there's nothing in here. Let me check behind the door, and yeah, there's literally nothing right here. You know what, you guys? I just thought of a brilliant idea, and I'm gonna sit right here, and we're gonna do a quick time lapse and see if anything happens in 3, 2, 1. No way. Did you guys see that? Hello? Dude, who is opening these doors? Hold on, let me drink some of my drink. I think we should get out of here, because I don't think this is a safe place to be. I've decided to make the decision to go home. I don't feel safe here, and the sun is starting to come out, so I think it's just a right time to get I am out of here. Go, 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 go. Alright, let's hop into our Ghostbusters car. Let's turn that thing on and let's get out of here. I am not coming back to this Airbnb ever again. So let's start making our way over home. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on to the next APM video. Peace. Oh my goodness. What's up everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I am bringing you guys something different, or I guess in this case a little bit more scary. We're not going to be delivering or rescuing for today, but instead I ended up booking an Airbnb in the Appalachian Mountains. Where is it? Well, I guess I'll show you in the map. It should be right around here. And pretty much we're going to be exploring the mountains. I hope you guys are excited like I am. So before I continue to yap and put my life on the line, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's begin. Oh, by the way, hype up the video and let's begin with the video. So today I am at the shop, and the reason I am at the shop today is because today in the morning I ended up getting this flat tire. It's currently getting repaired. You know what? Let me go ask the worker if it is finished. So let me actually quickly talk with him and I'll get back with you guys. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Alright, so it looks like they just finished fixing the tire that was flat, which was kind of like, I'm not sure if you guys can see, but it's like this tire right here that was flat. But he pretty much said that we are ready to go, so I paid him, and now we can actually start making our way. We're actually gonna head over home first because I need to pack a bag, and then we're gonna head over to the trailer, which is somewhere around here. I forgot where it is. I'll check on the map later on the Airbnb app, but you know, I'm pretty nervous. We're gonna be exploring and see if, you know, if the rumors are true. Let me hop right into my truck. There we go, and let's close the garage just like so, and let's start making our way to my house so we can pack a bag. I need to pack up some of my chargers and some of my clothing, maybe even an extra pack of underwear just in case if I get too scared. But anyways, we're gonna make a left turn right here. Oh, That turn was actually pretty terrible. I hope you guys have been enjoying the content as of late. I know you guys ended up blowing one of my videos like 2 videos ago. I think it's currently at 20,000 views, so big shout out to all of you guys. And we also managed to pass 5,000 subscribers. I think we just hit 6,000, so thank you so much, you guys. It means so much. We are about a minute away from arriving home, so let me actually turn on my blinker because we are going to be making a right here. So let's do that. There we go. That turn was way much better, not like the turn I made over there. All right, so we are home. Here we are, and ignore all of this. This is going to be a future video, so I hope you guys are very excited. I'm not sure if you guys are going to see that video first and then this one, or how I'm gonna upload them in order. But anyways, we are here. We're gonna leave it idling because we're gonna quickly run into the house. Let me run upstairs into my room and let me actually pack a bag. Alrighty, you guys, we just finished packing the bag. I've got all of my clothes and essentials loaded into the truck, so I think we are now ready to start making our way over to the mountains. Well, I think it's going to be on a hill, but we're going to be pretty close to the Appalachian Mountains. Like I said, I am pretty nervous because anything can go down. So let's hop right back into the truck and let's start making our way over there. Before I kind of make the turn right here, let me actually send the host a message so he can send me the address because I kind of don't know where it is. Alright, so it looks like I got a text back from the host. Alright, so it looks like it's going to be located around this area. So let's go and check it out. We actually do have to go a little bit off-roading. I think this is the dirt path that we have to take, and then we must continue driving a little bit up forward. So far I do not see anything. I don't see the RV camper. Okay, so you know what, let's continue going up. Maybe it's up here. Nope, I don't see it. Hold on, let me actually check my map. And oh wait, I think there's something over here. Oh dude, here it is. Yeah, this is kind of in a odd location, very sketchy, I will not lie. So let's actually find a spot where I could park the truck. Let's see, where should we park the truck? I'm thinking about maybe just backing up right here. I'm not sure, because just in case of an emergency, we'll be ready to kind of like bounce, which I think I'm just gonna leave the truck right here. Dang, my truck looks really good. But anyways, this looks like this is going to be the property. Let's actually give this a 360 check just to make sure there's nothing going on. Nothing. Oh, the sun is so bright. Creepy going on. But it looks like everything's set up. The stairs, the tarp. Alright, let's kind of check the inside. But as you guys can see, it's pretty old and rusty from the outside. Not the best. Okay, look at the interior. The interior looks actually really nice. Ooh, this is actually a nice modern interior style. But honestly, this is not a bad Airbnb spot. I actually like it. Hold on, let's go outside and let's walk around. Hold on, let me actually close the door. I want to make sure that no one enters. Not that anyone would be here. Anyways, let's take a walk and check out the area. Okay, so there's a couple trees and stuff like that. I don't think monsters would be hiding in this game. Okay, so we've got some kind of like grasslands over here. Nothing crazy. Alright, let's go check the other side. Okay, so now we're gonna be walking on the other side and checking out if there's anything. And it looks like there's a campsite down below. Interesting, but it doesn't appear that no one is camping. Huh, we're the only ones on this mountain. Oh, it's pretty dense down there. Interesting. Okay, so far I think the area is pretty safe. There really isn't anything that kind of screams red flags. So I'm gonna start making my way back to the RV, and I guess there really isn't anything to do until it's nighttime. So I'm gonna cut back when it is nighttime. So in 3, 2, 1, and now it's nighttime. So it looks like the sun has fully gone down. It is about 12 p.m. Ooh, look at that. What is that? Is that a cloud? That is super odd. So far there has been no activity. Oh wait, what is that? You guys see that? Oh, I think those are the lampposts. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous, kind of paranoid. There isn't anything going on right now, so for now we're gonna head into the RV. I'm gonna cook up some food. Enjoy this little time lapse of me making food. I just finished eating my food. I hope you guys enjoyed that little time lapse. I quickly stirred up some bacon and eggs, something light because it is kind of like the middle of the night. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to close that. And no way, did you guys hear that? I guess we have no choice but to check this out. Hello? I wonder if someone's pulling a prank on me. I have an idea, you guys. I'm gonna hop in the truck and I'm gonna turn on my lights. Alright, so we ended up turning the lights on because I am a little bit nervous. So far I do not see anything. Let's continue walking. I know I shouldn't be doing this at all, but yeah, I don't see any. Wait, what is that? Do you guys see that? I can't be the only one seeing this. I am not going to check that out at all. I am not going to be dealing with that today. I'm going to start walking back to the RV because I don't feel like risking my life today. Well, I guess what if we take the truck? Duh. Oh my goodness. Did you guys hear that? It came from this way now. Dude, I have chills all over my body. I wonder if anyone's playing a prank on me, because this is not funny, dude. Is anyone camping around here? I just heard some bushes move. Yeah, I think that is a sign to finally go in my camper and go to sleep, because I'm just asking for trouble and I do not want trouble right now. I am not ready. Let me close this, and I think it is time. Actually, I forgot to turn off my truck. Yeah, let me actually turn off the truck. Let me hop in and... there we go. Yeah, I will not be playing with that. So I'm gonna go to sleep and I will catch you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Let's see if... oh my goodness, it's so bright. All right, it looks like we are pretty much... actually, I forgot to turn off the lights. Let me actually turn off the lights before we actually get out of here, because I am never coming back to this spot. But you guys, I think we have to talk about what happened last night. I do not want to be here anymore, so let's quickly drive back home and let's go over what happened, because I feel like I'm still living in a fever dream. Like, none of this feels real. And honestly, the only thing good that happened last night was probably the meal, my eggs and bacon. But anyways, we are finally home. So what actually happened last night was no joke. It wasn't me. It wasn't anyone that I know. If you check right here, I am the only one in the server. So for that to become possible would be insane. Pretty scary. I'm never gonna go camp in the mountains again. Make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next 8 p.m. video. Peace. Wait a minute, guys. What is that? What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another APM video, and today the day has come, and you might be asking, well, what video? I asked you guys in the last video if you guys wanted me to explore the island at 3 a.m. and you guys really wanted it, so here we are. We are going to be taking the brand new vehicle that goes on water, but first we actually have to go and pick it up for my friend because he wanted to use it, so we're gonna have to go to his house and pick it up. Let's start making our way over there because I want to get there before the sun starts heading down. So we're gonna head over to the trailer shop first because we're gonna throw the brand new vehicle on the trailer and then take it over to the campsite so we can put it up on the dock and then take it over to the haunted island. I'm kind of nervous, I'm not gonna lie. You guys know that I don't have the best luck. I don't have the best luck when it comes to exploring haunted places because something always happens. I'm gonna knock on wood and hope that nothing actually happens. You know, it's just a myth that the island is haunted. So we are here at the trailer store. Let's see, where is the trailer? Okay, so the trailer is right here. So let me turn around and get this connected so we can start heading over to my friend's house. And there we go, we got the thing connected within our first try. We're gonna have to make a left turn, so let's make it right here. And yeah, if you guys are excited, make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe, and let's get into it. So my friend's house should be like a couple minutes away, probably like 5 minutes away, or you know what, literally it's down here. Never mind, it's probably like a couple seconds away. So let's just make a turn right here. Gotta make sure we use our blinkers. And if you guys didn't know, you can actually change your differential or something like that, because right now it's in 4H, and what that means is that all of your four wheels are in high power, but if we change it to 4L, which is 4 low, all of your four tires will still get the power but super low. If I step on it, this is the fastest it goes, but if I change it back to 4 high, I should be able to go fast again. Wait a minute, they changed the map. I remember that this area was empty. Interesting. But anyways, we are here at my friend's house. If we open this up, we should see the vehicle right here. Look at this thing. So we're gonna get this thing on top of the trailer. So I'm probably gonna fix myself. I'm gonna turn around because we're gonna load up the car. So let me turn around. All right, there you go. I was able to turn around. Let me just park this thing right here and let's get this thing raised. There we go, we've got this thing raised. Let me just hop into the amphibious, or I think it's called a derp. I'm not sure, I could be wrong. So if you guys do know, then feel free to correct me, but let's hop right in and let's get this thing loaded onto the trailer. So I think I'm gonna back up just because it does look cooler. All right, let me just back up, and I think that should be good. Well, I think I'm gonna fix myself because if you look at the tires on the right side, they're a little bit way to the right. So let me actually fix myself. Alright, I think this looks better. Oh, I spoke too soon. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it here. I've been trying for the past 10 minutes, and this is the best I could do. My patience was kind of running out, so yeah, we're just gonna take it like that. So hopefully it does not fall off. It is almost 7 p.m. and the sun looks like it wants to start going down. So let's start making our way over to the campsite. Alright, let's make a turn right here. But that was definitely a headache. Trying to get this thing onto this trailer was not easy because the controllers are so weird, because if you try try to turn left, it goes right. But if you try to make a right, it makes a left. So it was pretty confusing to say the least. But we're almost at the campsite. We're probably like 1 minute away. So thankfully we're almost there. Let me just pull in right here. Gotta make sure we put on our blinkers. And now we're just gonna look for a dock and see where we could park up so we can get this thing down from the trailer. But so far I don't see a dock. I thought there was one around here. Oh, actually, I think here it is. All right, let me turn around and get this thing backed up. There we go. All right, let's get this thing raised. All right, there we go. And I'm gonna actually disconnect this. Oh, hopefully that doesn't fall. And the reason I disconnected it is because I'm gonna leave my truck parked right up here. Sadly, we're not gonna be able to take it across the river. So let me get this thing parked just like so. And I think it now is time to hop into this giant machine and head over to the haunted island. So in 3, 2, and 1. Oh. And we are now in the water. Alright, let's make our way over to the dock that is located right here, because that's where the camper should be at. This is pretty cool. If you guys haven't seen how this thing works, it pretty much floats on water, which leaves me speechless. Yeah, I don't know how that works. We're almost here at the dock. I guess the only negatives about this truck is the speed. It is not the fastest, but I mean, it can drive on land and in water. But it looks like we are now here at the camper. I am pretty nervous. I am starting to get very nervous. I think I'm going to park this thing right here. Turn that thing off. Let's quickly check the camper. Let's see how this thing looks. And ooh, it's pretty comfy in here. Ooh, I can turn on the lights. The lights work. So look at that. What is this? Oh, it's the bathroom. I did not know that. Looks like there's I'm not sure if these are beds or shelves. I think they're beds. Hold on, can I sleep on them? No, I can't. There seems to be a fridge, a kitchen. This is our bed, and this is where we eat. Pretty nice. I like it a lot. Let me turn off the lights because we're gonna go camping. I mean, we're not camping. We're gonna explore the island and see if there's anything around before the sun sets. Let's see if there's anything like out of the ordinary or even creepy. So far, so good. There seems to be really nothing besides the dock over there. Yeah, there seems to be some sand, nothing crazy, some rocks and grass. Yeah, there seems to be nothing over here. This is probably like a little mini beach. Pretty cool. I like it a lot. So we were able to find nothing, pretty much nothing crazy or scary. So but yeah, we didn't find anything. I think what we're gonna be doing is I'm probably gonna head over to the dock and just wait for the sun to go down. So yeah, let's do a little time lapse. Alright everyone, it seems that the sun has finally gone down. I hope you guys enjoyed that little time lapse, and the moon seems to be out because it is now officially nighttime. So I'm gonna quickly head in here. I'm gonna turn on my lights and I'm gonna grab a snack. Let's see, what do we have in here? I think I'm just gonna grab some pickles and oh my god, what was that? I think that was outside. Hold on. Hello? Dude, what the heck? I swear, am I going crazy or do you guys hear that as well? Yeah, I don't know what that was. I need to finish my pickles. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna quickly eat some of my pickles and then I guess we'll go explore outside. That was good. Alright, so I just finished eating my pickles and we're gonna quickly go explore outside and see if there's anything scary. So I'm not gonna be taking the machine because I don't want to waste any gas. It is pretty low and we need enough gas to make it back across the ocean. So let's see if there's anything around here. No, I don't see anything. It seems to be pretty clear. Maybe it's because I'm tired. Maybe that's getting to me. I don't know. Everything seems to be empty. Wait a minute, guys. What is that? Do you guys see that? What? Nope. I am not dealing with this today. Nope. I am not dealing with that today. Goodbye, sir. I'm gonna close that. You guys, I'm not sure if you guys saw what I saw, but there was something moving. And there was also a light. And do you guys want to know something else? There is literally no one in the server. Look at that. It's just me. I'm by myself. So I don't have anyone else trying to like prank me or something like that. But wait, hold on. Did I lock my car? Let's see. I want to see if I locked it. Okay, it looks like it did lock it. I was kind of paranoid that hello? It sounded like it came from the kitchen. Hello? What the heck? Yeah, I'm not dealing with this today. I think I'm just gonna go to sleep and deal with this tomorrow. This is too much. So I'll catch you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. It seems to be that it is now morning. Please just get me out of this island. I hate this place. But it looks like we're gonna start making our way back home. Let me just turn off the lights. Oh wait, I think I did. Alright, cool. I'm gonna leave everything how I found it, and we're gonna make our way back home. Alrighty, we are now back to the dock. Now let me get this thing onto the trailer. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm not gonna bother trying to fix this because we're gonna be spending all day if I try to fix it. So let me get this down and let's get this thing connected back to the trailer, just like so. There we go, and I'll catch you guys back home. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back home. How much did I miss this place? I'm still kind of pretty spooked because of what happened today. Well, I guess technically last night we encountered some weird activity. Let me know if you guys saw the same thing that I saw. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next APM video.